to the face, yeah. She wanna stay. Singing to your bitch like I was Drake, yeah.
Don't just try to tell me you love me. Can't keep it real if you really don't trust me. Come with a real, you hip in the front, so you get my meals. I'm gunning for the money in the bank. Come on with a dank, scrolling a tank, rolling with the gang. You sitting out on the sideline tripping, I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin.
Yeah. I'm okay.
Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com, baby. It's your boy Speak Easy, my man spin more racks.
What up, though?
What happening? We got young Chris in the TD booth.
What's happening, partner?
What happening, partner? JB Smooth on the ones and twos, shawty. Say something, JB. Say something cool.
What up, though?
Welcome, guys. It's come on, guys. We're waiting for training camp. But we do got some juicy things for you.
Hey, yo.
Well, I mean, another piece of content. We're going to join. We're going to tag along with everybody else, talk about the depth of the running back position. It's bittersweet, I guess. I'm curious to hear what you guys say on that one. Yesterday, we didn't mock. We went over the list of the top 10 quarterbacks made by players, coaches, executives, and scouts.
Coaches, executives, and scouts. You're telling me Jared Goff wasn't in the top 10?
He was not in the top 10.
No.
They did do top 10 for wide receivers. Curious to see where St. Brown found within that one. Taking a stab at some Detroit Lions Madden rankings.
They're getting pretty bad.
They're the worst of all time.
They're getting pretty bad.
The worst of all time.
Not great, Bob.
Madden's trying to single-handedly kill the Lions hype. It's all right, you fuckers. Fucking Ronnie Madden, pull up.
Ronnie Madden, piece of
We
shit,
gotta
man.
find Rodney Madden.
Yeah,
I guarantee you there's a Ronnie Madden.
There
is
to
a
be.
Ronnie Madden.
There is?
Oh, like an actual person?
Yeah, because Madden's a common last name, right?
Yeah, probably.
Not common, but like there's a bunch of Maddens that aren't
There's
related to
Maddens.
Maddens.
Madden is a name.
Yeah, Madden is a name.
And there's got to be a Ronnie Madden. Like, there's a Ronnie 2K. Like, maybe it's not Ronnie. Maybe it's like Stevie.
Yeah.
There has to be
Stevie
a punching
Madden.
bag, because that's what Rodney 2K really is at the end of the day. He's a punching bag,
Yeah.
and there has to be one for Madden.
Yeah, he's true. He's kind of hired to take the hits.
He is.
Well, they need to hire somebody for Madden because this shit's getting bad. You're going to have the full force of the Detroit Lions fan base. The full force of one pride.
We're already charging the Kings at
Yeah, we're charging the king. We're going to charge Madden headquarters.
do the same.
I just...
The king of the north.
Some of it's
King of the
pretty
North.
disrespectful.
I can't
Your
wait to.
meat is bloody tough.
It's right, mate. Certain people, and not in a derogatory way, but there are people out there that have Justin Fields as the 5th best rushing quarterback in NFL history. I won't say
In
who in
NFL
particular.
history?
In NFL history
I think it's
of all time.
little too premature for that one.
Top five. But without further ado, we got a couple intro segments. Travis Scott canceled in Egypt.
Yeah.
What had happened?
Shut him down. So he was supposed to do his Utopia viewing party or listening party
Sick
at
name.
the Pyramids of Giza. Like at the Great Pyramids.
Is it allowed?
He announced it on July 8th or July 9th, and it sold out in 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's like a
It'd be lit.
double whammy.
It's lit. Yeah. But they, like, Egyptian board of music and shows, like, said they pulled the plug on it. They were like, shit doesn't sit right with us, like,
Yeah.
citing weird rituals, and, like,
Oh, that's a good
kind
point.
of goes against what Egyptian culture is all about.
What if he like took over the world from there?
That's,
He's like that type of dude, like
Yeah.
do some wild shit like that.
like, unlocks the beams in
Yeah.
Also,
That should be
speaking
in
of
a
storming
movie.
the
That's a
castle,
movie plot.
we already got what?
January 6th, you guys showing up?
Yeah, we already
I
got
was getting-
orcas and Titanic, and now he can do
What?
Travis's pyramid.
Yeah. That's like a movie plot. Like a evil guy is kind of like just tricking the nation, but by being like a popular artist. Although
Yeah.
Travis is good.
Travis is good.
Yeah, he's that boy.
Yeah, we were watching that. Me and Justin were watching those in the back where he was like singing while people were
That's what I'm
dying
saying,
with like
dude.
10 feet of him.
Maybe that's the plan over there in Egypt.
They said they cited weird rituals was one of the reasons they pulled the plug on it.
I'll never forget.
But also, like, it's already sold out. Travis Scott's a big name. We're storming the castle. Why wouldn't Travis Scott and his fans storm the pyramids?
Bro, I ain't fucking with Egypt. I ain't. That's foreign territory. That's not home field advantage.
I mean, I'm not going, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying, Travis Scott's got some crazy fans.
I'm not trying to go to a foreign jail.
Easy, you
Jill
can pull it
Hears
off. Remember, you're everything.
Detroit Supremacy
I'm
says
not
Travis
doing
Scott is a murderer. I'm not going to go that far, but
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah,
it was like, this when the people died
Also,
at Astro
those
World.
videos were like out of context too. Like I'm pretty sure like, he did stop.
He
the music.
did. He said
did.
stop. Like somebody's passed out.
Yeah.
Like, security come help him. But like they're like carrying out this like limp body, and he's just standing there up on this platform above her. And he's like, yeah, and then he starts doing the robot.
He's doing the robot.
Yeah,
Oh, that's-
yeah.
There's probably some weird rituals going on. I almost want it to happen to see what like. Remember, did you see the
gonna happen.
Fortnite thing? Was this a big like Travis Scott?
Yeah, that shit was hype.
That's what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
That's the
I
ritual
mean,
he's performing in Egypt.
He just turns huge.
Yeah.
You have unlocked my true potential.
I mean, he's an interesting cat. I'll never forget my introduction to Travis Scott. Like I was just left like.
Murph says Live Nation said that is not true, and the show is still on.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, all right. I got fly to Egypt money.
I mean,
I don't got fucking take the bus home money.
make what do you mean? You got a fucking brand new Trailblazer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see how
That
long I'm
thing's
holding on
not
to that
crossing
thing.
to Egypt.
Yeah.
We'll see how long I got that for.
You know what? We got some new merch. We speakeasysports.com. I got to find a way to update it at theheavyweights.com. But
Yeah.
new heavyweights merch. I'm just saying, I'll get some. I'll get you one tomorrow.
Till the repo van's pulling up to Lady Jane's, taking my shit off the lot.
Listen, we're gonna get you. We're gonna be looking fly. You'll be supporting Spinny in his new Trailblazer.
Yeah.
Jokes on
Yeah.
that, you'll be in Egypt.
Yeah,
That's what I was
yeah.
gonna say.
Yeah,
Just
hell
drive
yeah.
to Egypt. They'll never find you.
That's true. I could just drive to Egypt.
By the way, the fraud tutorial. Did you guys see the music video? Wildly accurate.
The what tutorial?
There's a music video out there. I forget who the singer is, but he's literally doing like a fraud tutorial, like wire fraud tutorial.
Oh, like how to scam?
TJX6.
Yes. Yeah. It's like
TJX6.
that's what the song is.
Because he's a TJX6 is a real scammer.
Is that
Like,
who took it down? I'm gonna find it right now.
he's a
Hold on.
Detroit rapper.
And he
he's-
scams?
Oh, dude.
Well,
Scam is an understatement.
Scam, like calling old people and telling them to like donate money, or like what kind of scam? Or
No,
like stealing
like I'm talking like complex. Like take this little chip right here, stick it under a gas pump, and everybody that inserts their credit card, you got their credit card. Like,
Damn.
he's-
Punch made Dev
to the
is
point
his
where
name.
he doesn't rap anymore, Spencer. Like I think he literally was telling on himself too much.
Damn.
There's a music
Yeah.
video of him stealing from Walmart, and it's like a whole music video. It's wild.
I think there's actually a documentary of him actually doing all this stuff as well too.
I'm about to start scamming low key. Like I gotta,
I mean, don't
Talk
say
to
it.
TJ,
in
that's
this
the whole-
microphone.
I'm not
on
about to
recorded
start
document.
scamming.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I would never scam. I would never send chain emails to elderly people saying a prince in Nigeria needs $20 from them.
It's a picture of Spinny with peanut butter all over his face.
Yeah.
I need help.
You remember that video of the peanut butter baby? You never seen that? It's like a baby sitting on the counter and like
Oh, yeah,
he's
that
got
video's
peanut butter
creepy
all
as
over.
fuck.
He looks
Yeah.
like it's
That kid's disgusting. I've yet to confirm the Paulo Costa drop out of the UFC.
it's the UFC fighter watch posted
Twitter
that
page.
he was taking off, and they're pretty accurate. And
I saw that he was like, because I was listening to that video back there with you, and it said that not Islam, but who's the guy at middleweight? The Arabic dude, Hamzat.
oh yeah,
Hamzat wanted to fight him, so I don't know.
He
I don't
ran
know what's
from
going on with that
Hamzat?
situation. Well, no, like he was fighting some other dude,
Smidge,
some other Hamzat, and like, but the real Hamzat wanted to fight him.
one of those Dagestanis.
Yeah, so the UFC quote unquote like pulled them to book the Hamzat fight because it is a bigger fight.
Yeah.
But I don't know what's real.
Oh, so UFC scamming.
UFC is scamming, yeah.
So they pull him, and then when that fight's over, they put him back in and be like, "Oh, he's fighting Hamzat."
Exactly, something like that. That's the rumors.
Yeah.
I also read something that he signed back to the Jungle.
Jungle. Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah. Like that's the place he got picked up from.
Jungle fights. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
Jungle Fights. Yeah. QB renewed for season 2. You like that show?
Yeah, it was pretty dope.
Yeah.
It was pretty dope. Yeah,
Did you finish
quarterback.
it already, or?
Quarterback got renewed for season 2. Peyton Manning said it on the Pat McAfee show. So, what quarterbacks would you want to see him follow in season 2? Would you want Jared Goff to be one of those?
No.
Yeah.
Only because like I saw him in Hard Knocks, and he wanted nothing to do with the cameras.
He's
Like,
boring.
Yeah, he's kind of boring.
Who would you want to be then? Justin Fields?
Hendon Hooker.
Honest to God, I wouldn't mind it being like having Pat on there every year.
I'm here.
I'm here. Like
I'm here.
He's fun to watch. Like just like him mic'd up for the games.
And
every
he's
game.
probably gonna win a Super Bowl again. Like,
yeah. Patrick Mahomes.
Justin Herbert would be dope.
I think Herbert would be dope. Lawrence would be dope.
Trevor Lawrence would be dope. But they got to do like
The mid-tier, the
a
bad.
mid-tier and a bad tier. Yeah.
So
It probably won't be Patrick Mahomes 2 years in a row.
You know what? I would like them to do. So probably Josh Allen maybe is the next one.
Yeah.
How do they decide, by the way? I'm sure these quarterbacks like don't. Yeah.
Gino.
Next year would be Josh Allen, Gino,
and like
or Jimmy Garoppolo, right? I don't know.
no, it's gotta be somebody worse than Jimmy Garoppolo.
No, but Jimmy
Who's the
G
worst starter
has
in
that
the league?
prostitute.
Oh, Baker.
He has that brothel access though. Jimmy G does. So
He
I
does.
feel like that's definitely the play.
What about Baker though? Because Baker's trash, and he's gonna be a starter this year. Yeah.
Baker would be a good one.
I feel like they do it on tiers. So you got like the top tier player,
Yeah.
a mid person, and then someone who's just absolutely trash
Yeah,
that you
so-
know is not gonna make it.
Josh Allen, Geno Smith, Baker Mayfield.
Perfect.
Yeah. Or Tua. You know, you can
What?
Tua.
You follow his gang activities
That was
outside
gang
of
activities,
check
yeah.
slack, Chris.
Yeah.
Ken in the Woodward Sports chat, where did he go? He said I can't. They should do Rodgers, Goff, and Baker. Oh, what?
Oh,
I think Geno would be a good one.
yeah.
Because he just got an extension. He's still kind of mid, finding his way. Had his first real good season.
It's a good team.
Booner says C.J. Stroud, Josh Allen, and Goff.
Josh Allen, golf.
And C.J. Stroud.
I don't think they're gonna do a rookie. That'd be too much of a distraction.
Yeah.
Yeah. God damn, we're gonna be doing that all day. All right. Question for you, Smitty. Legendary move or fucking creepazoid move? The GOAT of the movie game.
Nah.
Quentin, come on. Quentin Tarantino?
Yeah.
He's not the GOAT?
I mean, yeah, it's arguable, but yeah, he's definitely up there.
Who else is up there?
Steven Spielberg.
All right. Reminder, this is a tweet I saw.
Dust
this
Till
morning,
Dawn, great movie.
that Tarantino wrote a scene in Dust Till Dawn where Salma Hayek pours tequila down her leg and forces a guy to drink it by sucking on her toes, and then casts himself as that guy.
Yeah, that's a boss move.
Boss or fucking just the ultimate fucking creepazoid?
That's a boss move, man. He's
That's
always got
creepy.
he's got cameos in all of his movies. I couldn't think of a better cameo to pick.
I've never seen that movie. I don't know how that scene. I don't know if that's necessary to the scene. Was it
Not really.
creep? Creep. Like
It's
borderline boss, but mostly creep.
I don't know. I think
You
it's,
can't cast yourself as the guy
I think it's pretty baller.
to receive the tequila.
I think it's pretty baller.
How, you think she's not like creeped out by that?
I'm sure he had her sign off
No,
on it
this
first.
scene we're fucking.
Yeah. Then this scene, you grab my dick. It would be wild.
We want it to be real.
Yeah.
Spencer, isn't there? I heard something about Quentin Tarantino where every role he casts himself in is something to do with feet, or there's something along the lines of
yeah.
like.
He's a feet guy. He's definitely a feet guy. But so let him do his thing. It's his movie.
I guess. Is it JB boss or creepy as fuck?
No, that's a boss move. Well,
No.
you haven't seen the movie, so I'm assuming you don't know what she looks like in the movie. But
Well, I know
still.
she's a baddie.
She
but-
looks really good.
I mean, he was thinking about the future right there. He was like, "Yo, I need to be the first one to do this." So
Mhm.
I got to give it to him.
And I'm not defending anybody here, but how is this any different from the Weinstein thing? He's decorating it behind film. There's an excuse in front of it.
Well, I mean that's different because Weinstein was allegedly like, wasn't he saying like, you'll get this movie if you do these sexual favors for me, versus like,
Yeah.
she's already got the role. You know what I mean?
Well, maybe
So I feel like it's more creepy than that.
Chris, I'm gonna send you a pic in Slack that somebody sent me on Twitter.
another thing too. There's something to gain there. Why are they? Listen, I can't for myself, but like if he's giving her a movie part and she consents,
Yeah, it's
To
Steve
doing
Reinhardt
some
makes it
freaky
good.
shit.
He said Tarantino also cast himself as a guy who gets murdered in a dirty Mexican bathroom. So
what does this mean?
that's the same movie.
Oh, Well, I'm going to watch the scene during the commercial break, but not before Smitty tells you guys about Guardian Alarm.
Guardian Alarm. Guardian Alarm offers you customized solutions from real experts. They're professional technicians. Take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. They also have 24/7 professional monitoring. You can call them anytime, day or night, and know a Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. And of course, they have technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology that's been proven to work and people who have been proven to care. So call them at 1-800.
Stay out.
That's 1-800.
Stay out.
And let them know Woodward Sports sent you.
The only sports network in Detroit that starts with a W. You know, because we win. Woodward Sports, Detroit's winning sports network.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
So, shout out to at Zay the Cap on Twitter. I think it's Bombastic Side Eye in the Woodward Sports chat. That is a picture of our resident lawyer, the man, the myth, the legend, Brandon Katz.
He's a lawyer?
Yeah, he trained as a lawyer, is what it says in his survey, or in his bio. So, threw the do-rag on him, gave him some ice, gave him the buffies. That's
Grilled
awesome.
out like Paul Wall.
That's awesome.
You know, I didn't get, because I'm not part of the daytime chats. Like, I'm there, then I'm not, then I'm there, I'm not, because I'm working throughout the day. But, like, there is serious beef with Brennan Katz.
Yeah, kid's an idiot.
And then
Guy's an idiot.
I didn't
Grown
get
man.
it. And then he said something one day, and I was like, what the motherfucker?
Yeah, dude, he says some wild shit.
I'm doing a poll.
He told
real quick.
D-Mac to shut up today.
He told, like
He said, shut up, Darren.
a funny way? Like,
No.
haha, shut up, Darren.
No.
Darren, shut up.
No,
Stop.
he's a character, man.
Hold on. Creep move. Sorry. Officially the poll. Quentin Tarantino, boss move, creep move. By the way, I'm not a foot guy, but that scene was riveting.
I can get down with some feet.
I mean, like,
It's not like something I'm like, I need the feet.
yeah.
But
If it moves me, like, I got to be in the moment.
yeah.
Watching
lick some
her,
toes.
I'd put anything of hers
Yeah.
in my mouth.
Yeah, for sure. Some Hayek is top tier baddie.
Yeah, that was elite. Elite. I have no issue with him. All right, moving on. This is national news after the franchise tag situation between Tony Pollard, Saquon Barkley, and Josh Jacobs. But it's the death of the running back position, Spinny. Everyone's been talking about it all day. Everywhere you go, there's nothing else going on. What is your take on this stuff?
It kind of sucks, man. It kind of sucks. Obviously, we saw Saquon Barkley nor Josh Jacobs got deals, got extensions. They were asked to sign the tag, as was Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard signed his. They didn't. So Saquon is more than likely holding out. Josh Jacobs hasn't shown up to camp yet. And I saw this thing on Twitter, and it was like the NFL kicker average is more than the average for running backs.
Yeah.
Like what they're paid. And everybody's like, oh, but there's like this many more running backs than there is kickers, so that's why.
Which is true.
But it's also true that there's a lot more wide receivers than running backs. Mm-hmm. And I guarantee the kickers aren't getting paid more than wide receivers.
Yeah.
So, like, it's kind of disgusting. I mean, they're used, they're abused. Like, we saw it with Le'Veon Bell. We saw it with Zeke. These guys, we're seeing it with Derrick Henry. Like, these guys are given 300, 400 carries for 5 years and then just tossed aside, and they grab somebody else in the draft.
Yeah.
It's kind of messed up. Like, Austin Eckler not getting a deal. Like, Austin Eckler even said, he's like, it kind of pisses me off that I'm getting paid less than, like, third-string receivers.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, who he's referring to, too. JB, can you look up Austin Eckler's contract? I got to sneeze, but he say something. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. I think these guys, especially guys like Josh Jacobs and Saquon, who balled last year,
Yeah.
like, they deserve contracts.
So I've dove in this like a little bit, not a lot, not my own like homework, but a little bit of it. But like, You brought up two perfect examples to segue this. Zeke and Le'Veon. They did get paid. But what were the results? They kind of declined in play, in production. It kind of is what it is, man. It's sad. It is unfortunate, but it's also like the reality of the position. And everyone's been bringing up like guys are kind of more productive on their rookie contracts than they are after their second deals. It is true. It's why it's happening. That's why you see, though, this is how smart Jahmyr Gibbs is. He knew this.
Yeah.
I mean, they all know this at the collegiate level. That's why they forced themselves to become wide receivers as well. And that's the value of Jahmyr Gibbs, of him being like a dual threat weapon.
But so Austin Eckler's a dual threat weapon. He has more receptions than 80% of wide receivers in the NFL. And he's not getting a contract.
But he's also reaching that age where they typically start to decline. Now, I will say this, and again, I have to do a little bit more homework on myself on this one, but like at the running back position, same way I say with the top 10 quarterbacks, you have your 5 to 7 that are there every single year, top 10 guys. And the bottom 3, maybe even bottom 4 or 5 fluctuate, like Jared Goff. And on the top 10, out the top 10, out the top 10, out the top 10, in the top 10, out the top 10.
Yeah.
But the running backs, I think it's the same. But the guys who remain, like last year, Josh Jacobs led the league. When has he ever done that? First time he's ever been, like, I'd say among the top 5. If you want to look that up, I'm curious. But I know for sure, in terms of him like leading the league, was the first time that happened. There's kind of some inconsistencies there. But when there's a guy like Derrick Henry, who's consistently in the top 5,
or Austin Eckler,
I don't know that Austin Eckler's finished consistently as Derrick Henry has as a top 5 rusher in the league.
Josh Jacobs only has 1 year in his career under 1,000 rushing yards. He's got 4 years so far.
But again, I'm talking like top 10. You know what I'm saying? Like stud.
Yeah.
Like valued. Barring injury, we're getting a fucking like stud every single time, day in, day out. Derrick Henry's that. Derrick Henry got paid. Adrian Peterson was that. Adrian Peterson got paid. To be fair,
Le'Veon Bell was that. He didn't get paid. He had to hold out, and then he got a shit contract when he came back.
No, he got a big contract.
No, it wasn't that big.
Le'Veon Bell got paid
with the Jets.
Yeah, it just wasn't. I don't know about the guarantees. I think he had like 2 years worth of guarantees. But then he declined, and he got cut. It's the same situation. Again, the product. It's the ugly truth of the matter, and it's crazy. This almost is taken like a. I love our generation and us to be able to like to voice ourselves, but the running back whole situation, like on Twitter, is playing out almost like a. I don't want to take it there, like a race thing almost. Like they're just treated so poorly. But it's smart on their end. You know what I'm saying, to get the public on their side. Like I totally get it. But it's just a weird. It's weird. It's a weird dynamic. But I get it. I get it both sides. Like obviously, as the position you want to get your paid value, because as much as it valued in terms of like longevity, because you're going to hit that plateau at some point. In game, running backs are fucking extremely important. I don't care if you want to point to Super Bowl championship rosters and you could tell me that Isaiah Pacheco is a 7th round pick. Isaiah Pacheco, what he's offered to that team on the field is still mighty fucking valuable to what they were throughout the entire season. Derrick Henry, a different example. He's a fucking freak of nature, but carried the Tennessee Titans. I think that division was up for battle up until like week 18, week 17 last year. Like the running back position is devalued in terms of like contracts and offering those long-term deals, but like on field is still extremely valuable.
So Christian McCaffrey,
yes, different guy, dual threat,
probably the most valuable running back in the NFL.
Yes,
the highest paid running back per average per year.
Okay,
in the NFL is Christian McCaffrey. He makes less money than Hunter Renfrow does.
Yikes.
Who would you rather have on your team, Christian McCaffrey or Hunter Renfrow?
Who signed the deal more recently?
Probably Renfrow.
Hold on. Yeah, Renfrow. Contract.
Hunter Renfrow's making $16,164,000 a year. Christian McCaffrey's making $16,115,000 a year. So, like $100,000 less.
Oh, well then.
I mean, still the gap. He's still making less than Hunter Renfrow, who is a 4th option on a team, maybe. Like, Hunter Renfrow's pretty good in the slot, but he's not better than Christian McCaffrey.
No, not at all.
The next highest paid, Alvin Kamara, $15 million. He is making less than Cortland Sutton and Allen Robinson.
Allen Robinson's cut, though.
No, he plays for Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh signed Allen Robinson?
Yes.
For $15 million?
Mm-hmm. Next highest paid, your guy, Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry, $12.5 million a year.
Allen Robinson got signed to a $15 million contract.
He is playing for Pittsburgh right now for $15.5 million a year.
Oh, that's his. With incentives?
It's his annual salary.
Cap hit for him an annual salary, $30 million. Okay.
Okay, and next your guy.
Allen Robinson's getting paid more than DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah. Next your guy Derrick Henry, right? Who you think is stud, proven it, done it year in year out.
Which I'm waiting for that to plateau too.
He's making $12.5 million a year.
Okay.
He's making less money than Corey Davis, or the same amount of money as Corey Davis.
I'm not saying that's not true.
It is true.
Yeah. No, you're not making any points to me.
I'm just saying that's ridiculous.
It's fucked up. It's fucked up. But
Austin Eckler is making $6.2 million a year.
Joe Mixon just took a pay cut to stay the starting running back for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah.
It is all bad, but
Robert Woods and Cedric Wilson make more money a year than Austin Eckler.
That's disgusting.
That is disgusting.
And Austin Eckler is a dual threat as well, too.
Yeah.
He didn't have 1,000 yards rushing, but if you factor in his receiving yards as well per year, all-purpose, I mean, still, like, he produces.
All-purpose yards, 2022. That's what I'm looking up right now. I mean, my whole point, though, being longevity-wise, investment-wise, as a general manager, it's proven to be, and you mentioned the two names at the beginning of this segment, Le'Veon Bell, Ezekiel Elliott, not worth the investment. Now, if I'm the running back side of it, though, I'm front-loading those contracts, I'm trying to at least, and getting my guarantees in. At least that. But it's just the nature of the beast. Like, it is unfortunate, but data obviously has shown that making that kind of commitment to the running back position, the only exception to me that it doesn't make sense to me is Austin Eckler's. Christian McCaffrey's obviously making $16 million. That's a healthy payday. But the dual threat guys that aren't getting paid.
But it's a healthy payday. But compared to what a top receiver in the league makes, it's nowhere near it.
It's again,
top receivers making twice that much.
That's true. But again, the investment in itself doesn't prove.
Christian McCaffrey's not a good investment. Like, it's...
No, I've said that about the dual threat guys.
Yeah.
That's the exception. The Christian McCaffrey's, Austin Eckler's. Like, those are the guys I would pay for sure to keep. Although they're still up against them getting hurt, fragile to injury because they're touching the ball more and first point of contact and stuff like that. But, like, again, history-wise,
this is a good
data shows it's just it hasn't been the greatest investment in recent years. And that's why we're seeing what we're seeing. That doesn't make it right or wrong. It's just the reality of the situation. It's an unfortunate truth of it.
Christian McCaffrey makes less money than Jordan Love.
I mean, it's a quarterback.
Yeah, I know. That's why I had to scroll way down for that one.
Because I'm looking at all-purpose yards right now. The only receiver that's within, there's two of them, the top 10, Tyreek Hill and Justin Jefferson.
This is why college athletes, particularly running backs, have to get paid, because so much of their mileage that's put on their body before they even enter the NFL. These guys specifically, among all college athletes, need to get paid. And
like Darren McFadden.
Need to get paid a lot.
Darren McFadden fell apart. Dude, Taylor Heineke and Jacoby Brissett make more money than Austin Eckler.
I mean, those are two quarterback guys.
They're backups. Like, I know it's quarterback money is inflated, but like, that just shows how devalued the running back position is. It's pretty wild.
Crazy though, because they're still valuable to the teams. Like, you're looking at all-purpose yards: Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Christian McCaffrey. Boom, your first receiver Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, running backs Nick Chubb, Saquon Barkley, Austin Eckler, Raheem Mostert, Isaiah Pacheco, Aaron Jones. Boom, then you get another wide receiver. It is crazy.
It's pretty wild. But what's not wild is the prices at Big Boy, especially for Strawberry Fest. Because Strawberry Fest is back. Try some classic breakfast items like some strawberry hotcakes or mouth-watering red velvet waffle. If you're not feeling breakfast, try the strawberry bacon chicken wrap or cool off with the refreshing summer splash salad. And don't forget to grab dessert, including the berry delicious classic strawberry pie, deep-fried vanilla Oreos, strawberry hot fudge cake, and more at Big Boy.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience and automatically enter for your chance to win not one, but 2 vehicles of your choice, courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. That's right, 2 cars, one for you, one for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime, sign in, sit down, watch your favorite team play, and before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Let one of our talented, award-winning stylists make you look handsome and clean. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper. Tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
Play, practice, and party at 5 Iron Golf, located inside Cambria Hotel in downtown Detroit. Downtown's newest sports bar has taken 13 track simulators, certified instructors, and a full bar and restaurant. Mention promo code Woodward at checkout for 50% off your first visit, and visit 5irongolf.com to tee up good times. That's 5irongolf.com. Downtown's newest sports bar has taken 13. I feel like there's something missing there. Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights, live on woodsports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my guy Supremo Rex. Chris, JB Smooth. Hit the 5-star review and leave a 5-star review. But I really meant to say like button. Be a friend, tell a friend, share the stream. Now, somebody in the Woodward Sports chat says that running backs aren't vital to winning games anymore. I kind of disagree to an extent. I mean, there's still teams that are running the ball. It's just more by committee now versus just like one singular guy.
Yeah, it's hard to have. You don't have many 3-down backs in the league anymore.
4, 5, 6.
It's a lot of guys that are doing a lot of different things. Backfields that consist of multiple players, but having a good running game is still extremely vital.
I forget what I was listening to, but they said with most positions in the NFL, you have your rookie year, learning things, and then you grow from it and get better. At the running back position, it's almost counterclockwise, where it's like your best year is the beginning, and then the back half shut off. But in terms of like running backs not meaning anything to winning teams, you have Austin Eckler, Raheem Mostert, Isaiah Pacheco, all within the top 10 of all-purpose yards on playoff rosters. And the other guys are there too, but it's, again, more so looking at committee situations. Like I'm not gonna dismiss the value of a running back to winning football games. Christian McCaffrey is vital to the 49ers' success.
Yes.
I think at some
Nick Chubb is pretty much the entire Cleveland Browns offense.
Exactly. Saquon Barkley, vital to the New York Giants. If I'm not mistaken, Daniel Jones 5-7 when he rushes under 100 yards versus 5-0 when he rushes over 100 yards. We bear witness to that when the Detroit Lions whooped that ass back in Meadowland last year. What is there? Is there a solution? Do you think there ever will be a solution?
No, there's not going to be a solution. It's just they're going to sign running backs to, their rookie deals, run them down to the bone, and then draft a new one.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
But it is what it is. I mean, you guys know how I play. I play the salary cap game. Now, somebody did ask the question that you asked, Chris, too. Is there like a 1.2% of salary cap space that a running back takes some Super Bowl winning rosters? The whole reason why that's not a thing is the running back contracts are nowhere near the quarterback contracts.
Yeah.
A quarterback contract is literally taking 15% of your salary cap space. That affects how you structure your roster entirely. If the running backs are getting paid less than kickers on average, that's not affecting you so much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There is a point, though, too. You're drafting guys 5th round, 6th round, Isaiah Pacheco 7th round. That's going to bring down the value of that. And the kickers, there's only like one on each team. And obviously, they're going to get paid as a starter. Were you say, Chris?
So is this something that the NFL Players Union has to step in and really just try to figure out some type of rights to fight or some type of compensation for running backs in particular? I mean, I know you don't want to get into specifics as a Players Union of like focusing on one player group, but it's all clear. We're all acknowledging the problem that's there. It's obvious, and I feel like it's on the Players Union to try to find some sort of solution, right?
Yeah.
I just don't know, though. Like,
I don't know what they can do.
Exactly. Is it fair to bully the owners and just paying running backs just because they're complaining about it?
Can it be one of those things like we talked about with quarterbacks where it's like running backs don't count against the cap or something like that, so that way they can be incentivized to get more guaranteed money? But
that's the other part too, is like they're not really counting so much against the cap. It's one of the lower,
they really are.
Yeah.
True.
I think if the NFLPA is going to fix it, I think beyond like just the running backs, I think
you got to set like a minimum for running back or something like that.
Yeah. You know, actually, I like that. If you're hitting like certain tiers, maybe set a minimum requirements like how much that guy should be paid.
Yeah, kind of like the NBA
year.
with like
veteran minimums.
No, but like incentives on their contracts based on making all NBA teams.
Yeah.
So like if you make Pro Bowls,
there's a solution.
If you make
are
all
those
pro,
not already in place?
All pro list.
They are. They're incentives, but like mandating them.
Like
mandate.
Like they have to get paid this much, at least this much, if they're first team all pro.
If they hit X amount of yards. I like that. But I think what fixes all of it, the NFLPA, and I don't understand why this is. I get kind of why, because it's a 56-man roster in the NFL. But these owners are making money on money on money. The NFLPA needs to step up and guarantee these contracts for these players. It's the one sport where you're guaranteed to be hurt.
Yeah.
To what extent? Sometimes career ending. Sometimes, actually, no, not a lot of times career ending, but most of the time, yeah. It affects your quality of life. They need to guarantee these contracts. There's no way. I just don't. How are they losing that battle in a sport where you're going to get hurt? Regardless of anything, you are going to fucking get hurt. I think if you guarantee the money, that changes the way you structure the contracts too. So like guys aren't getting Daniel Jones is going to get a fucking $43 million deal because you don't want to guarantee it to a guy like him. You don't want to guarantee that cash. But if the cash was guaranteed, these contracts would be a lot more reasonable. You're not actually be fucking throwing whatever out there.
What if it's like a minimum guaranteed requirement for a contract? Like we've seen this with NFL, how you can sign $100 million contract, but you can pay him $7 million. You can make $93 million of it incentives for
that shit doesn't happen anymore.
Is there some sort of like way they can make a minimum requirement of like 60% of this contract of all contracts signed have to be guaranteed? Or
they're
something
starting
like
to
that.
do something like that. That obviously was like the case back then, but those kind of contracts don't really fly anymore. Players aren't signing those contracts that are 80-90% incentivized. Like they're getting a lot of guaranteed.
Well, you're risking your
lot
body,
of fully
man.
guaranteed money.
Like if you sign something short term incentivized, like you're really betting on yourself to remain injury free. Not just betting on yourself to perform, but like if you get hurt and that short term contract's done with, you're done with. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Again, it's unfortunate. Matter of the circle. It's just weird, bro. It's weird because I do think the running back is valued to teams. Like we just discussed the whole Daniel Jones thing. Without Saquon Barkley, they're fucking dick. They're not doing anything. Jared Goff needs a running game to perform. That's why the Detroit Lions were.
If Todd Gurley was healthy, they probably would have won that Super Bowl.
Honestly, like for instance, in that year, that 2018 stretch for the Los Angeles Rams, Jared Goff went to the Super Bowl on 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions or 4 interceptions, whatever the run was. Todd Gurley was the only guy in that offense nominated for an MVP. And it wasn't Jared Goff. It was Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley's ability to do fucking damage.
He's a freak of nature, man.
Opened up so many more things for Jared Goff to throw in a play action. Like
those damn degenerative knees.
There's still value in the running back. It's just, I guess the fact that they work in committees, but at the same time, receivers are in a way a committee because there's up to 3 of them on the field, up to 4 of them on the field at one time.
I don't think it's like NFL teams, NFL owners, I don't think it's that they don't think running backs are valuable, like for the offense or for the team, but it's the shelf life of a running back and how you can replace them in the draft. Yeah. Like you can get your running back and he could be great. More than likely, it's going to be a 5 to 6 year stretch that he's going to be a great player.
Yeah.
And so you have him for that 5 to 6 years, and then you can just reload with somebody in the draft.
Yeah,
they know running backs are valuable, but they also know they're disposable.
Yeah,
that's the other part too. Is like, I guess in the same manner though, can't the same be said for receivers outside the shelf life? Like they obviously the careers and their prime lasts longer. I'm assuming that's maybe I just answered
because receivers don't get hit like that.
Yeah, because like you can draft. Like, I'm just saying those positions themselves, running backs and receivers. More than any other position on offense, maybe offensive lineman. You could take a 7th rounder, 6th rounder, throw him in there, and he's able to produce for you through the system, or maybe he's be like a Amon-Ra St. Brown for you, or Tyreek Hill for you, like a guy that was kind of just slept on. I mean, Joe Mixon is that. But I think the only way to fix this is guarantee the contracts. That's the only way to keep everybody happy, outside of the owners. But again, making billion fucking dollars, brother. Like I don't understand how they could be upset about it. Like that's the other thing too is like
rich people are all greedy, man.
It's crazy, bro. Because especially if you have a player that is somebody for your franchise, like Calvin Johnson situation with the Detroit Lions, an example, you are going to sell Calvin Johnson jerseys beyond his lifespan.
For the rest of time.
Yeah, like when he leaves this earth, You will be selling Calvin Johnson bobbleheads, Calvin Johnson fucking tokens and jerseys, signatures. Like, you'll be able to make money off him forever. Forever, ever. Mm-hmm. It's just, it's kind of gross. It's kind of gross by the NFL, to be honest with you. Forever, ever? It's the truth.
Great song.
I think the only way to fix those guaranteed contracts, that's the NFLPA. I don't know what they're just getting abused by the owners in these meetings or what. They're just fucking hiring the guy who's stitching at everybody.
Yeah, honestly, who's the head of the NFLPA? I'm about to look it up.
I'm pretty sure it's the one guy counts like a frog.
Oh, yeah.
He literally looks like the meme frog.
Yeah. Yeah, DeMaurice Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does look like the meme frog.
Is it fair to say
here
this
comes
guy?
that boy. I wonder how much he makes.
That's a great question. Because that guy sucks at his job. He's probably in bed with the NFL. Roger Goodell's probably paying him some on the side.
Oh, for sure.
Because how do you suck that fucking bad at that job?
It should be a player, like in the NBA.
Yeah. Or former player. Yeah. What's he make?
His salary was $4.462 million in 2022.
Yeah, brother. Come on.
Let's see what running backs he makes more money than.
I'm obviously like ignorant to like the conversations and you know what he's done.
He makes more money than Jamal Williams, Samaje Perine, Alexander Madison, Najee Harris, Travis Etienne, Breece Hall.
You know what? Maybe I reach out to Joik. We need to get a former running back on the show. Recurring running back.
Amir Abdullah still getting checks?
Yeah, he was with.
It's with the Raiders.
Yeah, I forget where he was last year.
The NFL is definitely going to have to step in because running backs are apparently in a big group text chain with each other right now, just going back and forth about what they're going to do next. So I think somebody needs to step in somehow,
But step
some
in
way,
and do what and
do
why,
something.
Though? Like it's market value. You know what I'm saying? Like
they got to strike like Hollywood.
Yeah, you can't bully them. Yeah, exactly. That's what you got to do. You can't bully them into just fucking paying you just because like they're not. The value of them in the market isn't nothing.
Yeah,
that's not fair. And they're making this. I don't want to pull the card, but they're making millions of dollars still. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? They're just not making to their value, the true like on-field value. Again, longevity-wise, I don't know. We'll see. Jahmyr Gibbs officially signed his rookie contract. I think he's the 18th highest paid.
Yep.
Is that a topic, or should I save that?
Nah, I mean,
it's just something. It's a little tidbit there.
Yeah.
All right, guys. You tell us about SMA.
SMA, or the Sports Marketing Agency, helps spread awareness about mental health. With their new podcast, This is the S Word, they help fight the stigma about seeking help. So if you or someone you know is struggling with substance abuse, make sure you tap in to thesportsma.com and get the help you deserve.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
By now you know me, Christina Gennari, as the obvious choice in real estate. And you know my website, soldchristina.com, as your #1 resource for buying or selling your home. Myself, along with my amazing staff, pride ourselves on making your home buying and selling experience a relaxing and easy one. Come see why we are the obvious choice. Christina Gennari at soldchristina.com, the obvious choice in real estate.
We are the network for Detroit by Detroiters. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network.
The only players to make consistent appearances in the top 5 rushing when healthy, Nick Chubb and Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Among the highest paid, Nick Chubb and Derrick Henry. Again, like if you're that value of running back, you're getting that value of contract. Now Saquon Barkley had that value of a year last year. But beforehand, you had the injuries. It was on again, off again. Welcome back to World Heavyweights Live on WoodwardSports.com. Hit the like button if you haven't already. 5-star review on all podcast platforms. I'm your boy, Eazy. That's at Speaky Sports _ That's Spinmo Racks. At Spinmo Racks. At the real Chris Platte. At JB up next _ Is there underscore? Or did I just make that one up?
Yeah, you just made that one up.
Oh,
no
fuck.
underscore.
It's just at JB up next. Mine's at Speakeasy Sports _ So maybe that's why. All right. That's yesterday. I don't know where I was going with that one last week. We had some fun with the top 10 list made up by coaches, NFL execs, scouts and players, and there was no Detroit Lion on the list for in terms of quarterbacks. This week, today, came out that same list for wide receivers.
Yep.
Did you see it yet?
Yeah, I did. I saw some of it. I haven't seen all of it, but
Throw it up.
players.
Watch it all fall out.
Players, coaches, executives, and scouts.
Who do you expect to see on there from the Detroit Lions?
Nobody.
Nobody knows. Yeah, nobody. Not a single Detroit Lion on there. Obviously, one you expect to see is Amon-Ra St. Brown. Was he snubbed? Spin Mo Rex.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, these guys obviously know more about ball than I do, so I'm not going to argue it too much. But they did say that outside of the honorable mentions, Amon-Ra had the most votes. Like he was the next time.
So he was the honorable
He was
mention.
He was the honorable mention.
Jesus,
yeah, so
man, no respect.
that is no respect.
Do you?
But let it fuel him.
When it comes to these lists, because Amon-Ra's only 2 years in the league, so not every single like cornerback has seen him. Like we don't always face the same divisions from year to year. Like it switches up every once in a while. Do you think that takes plays a factor in like the lack of respect for Amon-Ra St. Brown?
I mean, yeah, maybe, but you also got guys in there like CeeDee Lamb, so it is what it is. I think he knows what he is. The league knows what he is. I would see a little bit more. I would love to see a little bit more respect for him, but you got Garrett Wilson as an honorable mention, but Amon-Ra St. Brown isn't.
Yeah, that's actually wild. That's a great point. When I look at this list, and I actually had a conversation with a guy last night who all Pro Bowler, no big deal, and we finally solved the Devontae Adams Justin Jefferson thing. By the way, he said Devontae Adams is definitely the harder cover. Although this
Who
list,
was it? D-Slay?
yeah, I don't want to say, but yeah. Also, Jared Goff's just easier to game plan against. If anybody's wondering, when it comes to the Dak Prescott argument.
Hey, that's me and Darius Slay no ball. That's all I'm saying. Devontae Adams, number one.
But I'm looking at the list, and one thing I've noticed is like freaks. Guys have Cooper Kupp who kind of earned his with the Triple Crown situation, just kind of being consistent. Like, I think that's when you have like players and coaches voting for it. It's like, I guess the same conversation I had last night. You know what I'm saying? Like the guys that are easier to game plan against versus guys that are just fucking freaks and you have to come ready for
Yeah.
it. And in all due respect to Amon-Ra St. Brown, he's more so the guy that maybe the proper game plan or maybe a little bit of scheme. I mean, he's definitely still fucking hard working a dog and one of the best hands in the league without a doubt.
Yeah. You
But-
look at all the list of the top 10, and there's only
freaks.
one that's not a freak. And
It's the white guy.
It's the white guy. It's Cooper Kupp. like Justin Jefferson, obviously a freak. Devontae Adams, freakish route running and hands. Jamar Chase, athletic freak. Tyreek Hill, fastest player in the league. Cooper Kupp, white guy. Stephon Diggs, another freak, can make a lot of moves, insane in and out of routes. A.J. Brown, physical freak. DK Metcalf, physical freak. Terry McLaurin, physical freak. Like, the guy can jump over anybody, makes insane catches. And CeeDee Lamb, he's a freak. He's very quick. He's good in and out of routes, but he drops everything.
Yeah, and Lucky Belafonte kind of echoing the kind of comments we're making too is Amon-Ra is not a dynamic athlete. That's why he's not amongst the best. It's the league, not the fans.
It's all right, man. I mean,
I can't disagree.
I can't disagree either, but Amon-Ra, we know he's top 10. He's top 10 in production.
Yeah.
He's top 10 in what he means to the team. So, keep disrespect. He's just going to pin this up. John Brown.
Yeah.
Pops was probably sending him this. Like, you see how they don't respect you yet, son? You got to work. Like, Amon-Ra, if there's anything that man doesn't need, it's more motivation.
Yeah.
And he's just getting it by the daily right now.
That's the part, like, I don't get. Like, there's just guys that just never seem to get respect in this league despite year in, year out producing top 10 value. And I guess Amon-Ra didn't come on to the second half of his first year. Last year was his second year, which that was my excuse. So maybe not enough DBs and coaches got to, like, play against this guy. And because here's the thing is, like, game in, game out, he's fucking cashing in for 100 yards.
Yeah.
8 receptions. Game in, game out.
Always.
But then you have fucking Garrett Wilson on this bitch.
He had a great year, but it was only 1 year.
What did he? Yeah, JB, can you pull up Garrett Wilson's stats?
He was the offensive rookie of the year.
I know that, but like, what was he doing to like get an honorable mention over
83 catches, 1,100 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Amon-Ra had what, 6 touchdowns last year? Like 11 or 1,000.
Amon-Ra had 106 catches, 1,161 yards, and 6 touchdowns. So a better
statistic,
better season.
I guess again, this comes down to just the freak. Can you guard him? Can you not?
Mm-hmm.
Amon-Ra St. Brown on tape Probably looks a lot more guardable than everyone on this list, to be honest with you. Outside of maybe Cooper Kupp.
Isaac Lee says Cooper Kupp, hardworking, sneaky athletic, high dateability for daughters, real locker room guy.
High motor.
Does all the dirty work. Yeah, high motor player, great character guy.
Real gym rat.
Yeah, you know. That's Cooper Kupp right there.
Jay Thomas, Woodward Sports Chat, says Amon-Ra St. working on a deep ball. If he gets that, oh my God, he'll be better than Golden Tate. I think he's arguably better than Golden Tate right now. Is that a hot take?
Amon-Ra?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Like Golden Tate was better yak guy. I'm saying like making plays after the catch, but like just as a receiver, pure receiver, like going out there and getting open and catching the ball. Amon-Ra it should be in the top 10 in terms of like that.
I mean,
I think after year 3 he'll get.
He'll be better. He'll be better. You know, Golden Tate only had 3 years of over 1,000 yards, but
yeah,
2014 for the Lions, he had 144 catches, 1,300 yards.
Damn.
Yeah.
Golly.
And
what a fucking year.
Yeah, for the Lions, his years with the Lions: 144 catches, 128 catches, 135 catches, 120, and then 113. The year he got traded.
Only 3 years over 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
so. Amon-Ra will have a better career, but he still needs to do a little bit more before I say he's better than Golden Tate.
That's where it's at. Well, I know. I think he's better than Golden Tate now. Still, I don't. Because Amon-Ra's going to have that kind of
he's going to have a better career.
Like what, 900 yards his rookie year? You have Amon-Ra stats in front of you?
Mm-hmm.
What was it?
Oh, wait. No, I don't. Wait.
I feel blessed. Straight up. I guess Amon-Ra projects to be better than Golden Tate.
Yes. I would agree with that. Yeah, he had 912 yards his rookie year, 5 touchdowns.
Golden Tate didn't hit 1,000 yards or 900 yards until that 2014 season with Matthew Stafford and Detroit Lions. Amon-Ra did that his rookie year. By the way, only played like in the second half of that rookie year. Mm-hmm. Then hit 1,100 his second year. Like he projects to be better than Golden Tate. I think they're obviously, again, Golden Tate's better yak guy. But Amon-Ra, when all said and done, will probably be the second best wide receiver in Detroit Lions franchise history.
Whoa.
What do you mean, whoa? Shout out to Herman Moore.
Think he's going to be better than Herman Moore?
Yes. Pull up Herman Moore stats. Let's just go off for some projections here. Chris, go ahead while he's pulling those up. What are you going to say?
Yeah, my question is with Amon-Ra, because I find it interesting that a receiver like Amon-Ra isn't considered by players and coaches the top 10, because those are the nerds of the game. Those are the ones that understand the non-flashy, the nuances and the non-flashy plays, and Amon-Ra St. Brown is always
nuances, like the little
is
things.
like little specific things, and I'm just surprised that of all people, I thought he would be ranked higher among peers and coaches than he would among fans.
Yeah,
he's that guy that like is fucking whooping your ass in and out, but he's like, oh, he's getting lucky. Oh, it's because of scheme.
And he just keeps doing it.
Yeah, exactly. Because he doesn't do anything flashy. He's just fucking
Herman Moore. So obviously his career was in the 90s. It went from 91 to 2002.
Yes.
So it wasn't the inflated passing stats of today.
Mm-hmm.
He was a 3-time first team All-Pro.
Save me the bullshit. Give me the numbers.
All-Pro. First team All-Pro is bullshit.
Give me the numbers.
In the 90s, first team All-Pro is bullshit.
Give me the numbers.
Let's see.
That's a stack boxing. It's Barry Sanders, by the way.
94, he had 132 catches, 1,173 receiving yards. 95, 123 catches, 1,686 receiving yards, and 14 touchdowns. 96, shout out, great year. 106 catches, 1,296 yards, 9 touchdowns. Like he'll have some work to do if he's gonna catch Herman Moore.
He's gonna catch Herman Moore. Herman Moore is the second best wide receiver in Detroit Lions history. 9,174 yards on 670 receptions.
Yeah, 62 touchdowns.
62 touchdowns.
His best year was 95.
What did he do?
123 receptions, 1,686 yards, and 14 touchdowns.
How many yards? I'm sorry.
1,686.
Damn.
And 14 touchdowns.
Yeah, Amon-Ra's going to give you that if he stays healthy. Amon-Ra is if we're lucky enough to get a second contract out of Amon-Ra St. Brown in 4 years' time, he's going to be putting those numbers up. I think, he's absolutely projecting to be the second best wide receiver in Detroit Lions history.
I hope so.
Those touchdowns, though, that's the one fucking 67?
62 touchdowns in 122 games.
Tell me, chat. Is this a hot take?
I think so.
I don't know, man. What did Herman do his first 2 years?
Started one game his rookie year. His second year he had, where he actually started. He started 11 games.
966 yards.
Yeah, 966 yards, 89 catches, 4 touchdowns.
Herman's a dog.
Herman was a dog.
I bet we can get Herman on the show to talk about this. Holy shit, man! From 94 to 97,
yeah,
dude was putting in work.
Yeah, he was a 4-time Pro Bowler and a 3-time first-team All-Pro.
14 touchdowns in 1995.
Yeah, I just said that like 3 times.
I wasn't listening. No one's listening to you.
100%.
100%. Amon St. Brown projects to be the second greatest wide receiver in Detroit history. I just think he's going to have more longevity. I hope so, at least, if we're blessed to see a second contract out of him. It's not necessarily a jab at Herman. I think it's hard to say.
You just have a lot of faith in Amon-Ra.
I think. What do you mean a lot of faith?
That's
Look
not
at what he's
easy
done.
to do.
But based off what he's shown you, you don't think it's doable?
1,600 yards and 14 touchdowns? No, I don't think he'll put up those numbers.
That's fine. That's one season. But I'm talking about the finality of it. Was it 6,000, 9,000?
9,000, yeah.
I guess we got a stat right here. I'll send
9,174 yards and 62 touchdowns.
Here, I'll send it to you. Oh, actually, we got to go to break. Yeah. 8 years out of Amon St. Brown, he'll be at 9,000 yards. The 62 touchdowns, that's different.
Not going to happen.
I'll do the math. I'll do some math while we're on break. Before then, though, let me tell you guys about Dispo. DISPOshops.com, guys. I know you see us all in the videos on the remote locations, both at Hazel Park and Romeo. This is 10-plus locations. They're all around the state completely. And you don't have to drive. You can get it ordered to you. DispoShops.com. It's DISPOshops.com. Your local cannabis plug. Elevate your cannabis experience. Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back.
It's the Randy Wise Celebrity Golf Tour.
You're a good coach, Tim. Oh, great shot.
Some of the biggest names in Michigan sports, and some, well, not so much.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, baby.
Watch episodes at WoodwardSports.com.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your host, Eazy. That's at SpeakeAzySports _. That's SpinMoreX.
What up, though?
At SpinMoreX. At the real Chris Platte.
Not the fake one.
Not the fake one. At JB up next. No _. There's _ on mine. I don't think I even said that. Hit the like button if you guys haven't already. 5-star review on all podcast platforms. Before we went to break, we kind of, I guess, at odds there. I thought you would really be on my side with this one. Was it you that said he'd be Hall of Fame? That's also the conversation.
No, I said Hutch and Penne. Well, I said Penne and Brad Holmes.
Yeah. Out of players, you take Hutch over Amon-Ra?
Probably.
Yeah, receivers actually is kind of hard to get.
It's tough to crack. Herman's not even a Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he's not. That's why I think these career stats are surpassable.
That's some pretty damn good career stats.
If Amon-Ra repeated his year last year, which good year, but by no means. I don't even know if it's top 10. Yeah, by no means his peak. Couple games missing that one too. Not the Herman. No, actually Herman played a lot of 16s out of 16s throughout his career. But if Amon-Ra played 9 years for the Detroit Lions, under last year's stats, he would surpass Herman by 100 yards. I think it's very doable.
It's also, like I said, the stats are a little inflated.
Why?
Because of how they pass the ball now.
Well, I'm looking at the targets too. Hold on. You want to pull up Amon-Ra's or you got Herman's up right
I got
now?
them both up.
Okay. So go to Amon-Ra's page.
Yep. He had 119 and then 146 targets.
All right.
And yeah, Herman is way more.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So he was getting looks.
Yeah.
Actually, might hurt Amon-Ra once J-Mo comes back, because then J-Mo's going to start seeing a lot. I mean, just Ben Johnson offense, depending on how long Ben Johnson's here, might hurt Amon-Ra on that. But I think he's on pace to be. JB, you're the designated homer of the show. You're going to defend the old school guy, or do you think Amon-Ra is on pace to be the second greatest wide receiver in Detroit Lions history?
I think that's still all something you have to wait and see, just because you don't know how long Amon-Ra's longevity is going to be here alongside Ben Johnson as well, too, while Herman Moore has kind of sat here and proven it. I mean, if Amon-Ra wants to catch Herman Moore, or at least get close, like, he's going to have to put in a lot of work within the next couple of years, because that's a lot of catches, and that's a shit ton of yards.
I get, like, you have to wait. Like, literally, you would have to wait and see either way, because he's only been in the league 2 years. But, again,
his stats, he's off to a great start.
Yeah, he could do what he's doing now. Like, he doesn't have to be any greater than he's being right now to surpass that. Again, if he gets that second deal with Detroit. Now, obviously, he has to stay healthy. And I agree to the point where I get a little concerned. I guess, for my take, I get a little concerned the fact that Jameson Williams can be part of that offense, too. But
and who knows how long Ben Johnson's going to be here.
That's true, too. I think yardage-wise, though, that might help Amon-Ra. If you got to send two guys out to make sure J-Mo's not fucking darting and hitting you for a touchdown, not that Jared Goff will make the throw to him, but you guys still got to respect it. Amon-Ra's got fucking room to play. We shall see. I'm going to put a chat in the Woodward Sports poll. I don't think I'm tripping too bad. Hey, we talk about something while I do this real quick?
Yeah, here we go.
How's your day?
My ear hurts pretty bad. But
who do you think the third greatest is?
The third greatest?
Yeah.
Receiver?
And Detroit Lions history.
Probably some old head. I'm about to look up Lions leading receivers of all time. I guarantee it's some dude from like the 70s or the 50s. Johnny Morton is the third Lions leading receiver.
Amon-Ra St. Brown
like Johnny himself
will surpass Johnny Morton as the third greatest.
I will definitely agree with that.
What's his numbers?
He's got 6,400 yards in his career. Johnny
Amon-Ra
Morton.
St. Brown surpass her more.
Johnny Morton. When did he even play? When do you think he played? It had to be recent.
58.
No, it was before that. It was probably like the 80s. Johnny Morton played in the 90s. He played for Detroit for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he did this alongside Herman Moore.
I think the only thing that would derail Amon-Ra from doing this would be injury.
For the Lions, he had 469 catches for basically 6,500 yards and 35 touchdowns in 8 years.
That's who again?
Johnny Morton.
Good old Johnny Morton.
104 games
Good old
started.
Johnny Two Legs Morton.
Johnny Two Legs.
What is like the average career length for a wide receiver?
I'd say like
12 years?
12 years, yeah, something like that.
You got Herman stats in front of you right now?
Golden Tate is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Golden Tate is 7. Marvin Jones is 8. Or 9, I'm sorry. For most yards.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
Who is like
Marvin Jones at 4,200, almost 4,300 yards for the Lions.
Dog, him and Stafford on the deep ball?
Yeah.
He made Marvin Jones. Maybe I should stop sleeping on him, because I slept on him when we signed him initially the first time around. And Matthew Stafford made him look like really fucking good. Second time around, I feel like I'm sleeping again. We gonna see though. And Madden, I was kind of surprised how high he was rated too.
Yeah.
Am I sleeping on Marvin Jones?
I mean, I think he's still very good. He's still a very capable wide receiver. He can go out there and he can stretch the field for you. He can make plays. Sure-handed guy. So I don't think he's going to be a Pro Bowler or anything like that, but I think he can be the number 2 receiver while Jameson Williams is out.
Terrell FL, shout out to Terrell. Haven't heard him in a while because their phones are down. But he says, look, boys, J-Mo makes everyone's life on the field easier, especially the sun god, for the exact reasons that Eazy mentioned.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I think you do it too.
When you have a guy like that can stretch the field and pull safeties out, yeah, definitely.
Can you, JB or Spinny, whoever, confirm that Eric Lynch was once a backup running back for Barry Sanders on the Detroit Lions?
Eric Lynch?
The away fan would like to know. And while you're searching for that, Arthur Smith says, guys,
yeah,
St. Brown is an NFL stud. He was.
Eric Lynch played for the Lions from 92 to 96.
Nice.
93, he had 207 yards and 2 touchdowns. The rest of his career, he had 0 yards each year. 96, he had 2 yards.
Good.
Barry was just doing everything.
More yards than I could do, my brother.
A man didn't even see the field. That's messed up.
Yeah.
He's playing alongside Barry Sanders. I mean, who expects
He didn't have any attempts either.
Yeah.
Not a single attempt in 92, 95, or 96. Oh, no. Sorry. 96, he had 2 attempts. 94, he had 1 attempt. And in 93, he had 53 attempts.
95, he was just getting water for Barry.
Yeah.
Here's your Gatorade, sir.
That's a pretty good job. I wouldn't mind that job.
I wouldn't mind that at all. I want to get Barry on the show. Shout out to the Way fan. Arthur Smith says, guys, St. Brown is an NFL stud and a number 1 wide receiver. Hey, he started from the ground up and was great at USC and quietly one of the best draft picks in the Detroit Lions when all is said and done.
Andrew
I don't disagree with that either.
Ali Swag, sorry if I butchered your name. He said Matt Millen called Johnny Morton gay. So
that sounds very Matt Millen.
Random fact.
To be honest, though, when the boys are with the boys, insults just come. Pause. It just is how it rolls. That was an insult back in the day. Not so much anymore. Be proud.
Can I say that anymore?
Chris.
Yeah. Chris, we got an ally in the room. So.
Exactly.
Easy.
And
you took a trip too. Don't forget.
I'm with DNC,
That's
not
true.
to Wisconsin. I'm with DNC on this one.
I mean, they're everywhere.
These are the only way. Jesus Christ, they're everywhere. Thank God. All right, I'm not gonna go too far down that rabbit hole.
Bud Light.
DNC, I'm with him on this one. The only way this doesn't happen, Amon-Ra St. Brown, the 2nd greatest wide receiver for Detroit Lions. Amon-Ra is leaving before he passes Herman and/or injury.
That would probably be, I mean.
So come the dark
if he
side,
continues his trajectory that he's at right now, it could happen. But
admit it, baby.
it's a lot to do.
Amon-Ra was number 1 wide receiver in the NFL against man coverage.
Mm-hmm.
Amon-Ra could have gotten drafted anywhere and made an impact. He's too talented and works too hard to be buried on any depth chart.
Detroit Supremacy says Millen was a linebacker for the 70s Raiders. He probably called everyone gay. It's a good point.
That is another good point. Man that gets open will continue to get open. Just because there's more talent in the room doesn't mean he will get less catches. Better defensive shot. This is my theory with the whole Jameson Williams joining this offense at some point. I think he will see less targets but get more yards, if that makes sense. For all the reasons I was kind of explaining to Smitty earlier. If J-Mo's taking guys out deep, there's a lot of open field for Amon-Ra to work with, which we know that we demonstrated last year. That's his fucking bread and butter.
Yes.
He's just now incorporating deep routes into his
especially if
repertoire.
he's got safeties or linebackers on him.
Yeah. I almost think, too, I'm just thinking out loud here, the deep routes, I think it's almost I don't know how successful he'll be in them, but I think it's a cover for when J-Mo does come back. Because, teams on film will be watching Amon-Ra run these deep routes, but then once J-Mo comes back, maybe he goes back to just intermediate shits.
I think it's just things to help him expand his game. Like I said when we first talked about it, so teams can't sit on his routes. So he can break off, a hitch and go or an out and up, not just running the 5 yards outs or stuff like that. So you run that 5 yard out, 6 plays in a row, and then you're about to do it again. So the cornerback goes to jump it, and you cut up the field.
Shout out to Keys of Wisdom. I do disagree with this, but he says Amon-Ra got very lucky. Lions picked him so late, had almost nothing at receiver at all when he arrived. On most other teams, he would have been buried on the depth chart. I don't agree with that actually, just because.
Yeah, talent shines through.
Exactly, especially with this coaching staff. With this coaching staff, more than anything, the hard work is going to get you there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they respect more than anything.
Look at Malcolm.
Yeah, exactly. Malcolm Rodriguez, perfect example. You would never want a 5th round linebacker to start over guys you've had on your roster. Well, I guess their first year too, or second year. But the hard work proves so. And that's the other thing too. I think the talent just would have shined regardless.
Yeah, talent shines through. Hard work shines through.
The Detroit Lions are lucky that Amon-Ra came to them, in my eyes. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
77% people say hell yeah he could. In terms of Amon-Ra St. Brown surpassing him.
I mean, he could. He very well could if he stays on this pace. But that is a lot of time, and it's going to be multiple contracts. So
yeah, I think just the second one will get him there. Because I got to assume that the yards are going up.
How many yards do you think he'll be at this year? 1,300?
Oh, that's a good question. Let me do some player comps real quick. Hold on.
Last year he had 1,100. 1,161.
Yeah, last year 1,100. Take a guess who I'm looking up to for this comp.
Cooper Kupp.
Yeah. I think he'll hit a 12, 11 or 12.
Okay.
I don't know he'll have a year greater than 13. just because of how he plays. But again, if he's added the deep routes to his repertoire, maybe the yards expand.
God, dude.
I think the yards will expand more though once JMO comes back.
I think I'm dying.
Yeah, I noticed that. What's going on?
I don't know, man.
Your ear plugged up?
Something's going on with my ear, yeah.
Was it your jaw?
And like my hands were getting numb earlier.
Lockjaw.
I think I'm just falling apart.
Going hard in the paint?
Falling apart. But, if I need to brush off some steam, I can go where I was last night, which is Planet Fitness, and I can go find Low E and beat him.
Whoop his
summer is a
behind.
great time to join Planet Fitness and beat Low E. Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where you can work out in a non-intimidating, judgment-free atmosphere. The gym that has always been known for being clean is now cleaner than ever. You can get a full-body workout in just 30 minutes at a 30-minute circuit, and all memberships include fitness training. You can get all that for just $10 a month, or you can upgrade to the Black Card for $24.99 and get the use of all the amenities. High school students ages 14 to 19 can work out for free all summer long with the High School Summer Pass program. And you can join in club or online at planetfitness.com or check out what they have for more information. It's Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Big Boy Strawberry Fest has officially arrived, and we're here to show you the very best flavors of the season. Satisfy your sweet tooth with our deep-fried vanilla Oreos, strawberry hot fudge cake, and a slice of our classic strawberry pie. But that's not all. Cool off on a refreshing summer splash salad, or savor the flavors of our chicken Caesar wrap and strawberry bacon chicken wrap. And for breakfast lovers, don't miss out on our strawberry hotcakes or our mouth-watering red velvet waffle. Strawberry Fest is something for everyone. Celebrate the sweet season with us at Big Boy.
You have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper. Tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy. That's at SpeakeasySports _ at SpinMoreX,
What up,
aka
though?
Kung Fu Spinny, aka Young Chris Platte, the real Chris Platte, at the real Chris Platte, at JB up next, aka Jay Bussy. You posed an interesting question in the prep sheet today, Spinny.
I did?
Is it possible?
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah, I did. Is it possible for the Detroit Lions defense to finish higher than the Detroit Lions offense next season?
Yeah, I saw. Shout out to Pride of Detroit.
Shout out.
I saw them put that out there, and I thought it would be a pretty good thing to talk about. And I don't see it. I don't see it being possible. Although we think the defense is going to be much improved, although we think all the additions they made is going to make the defense a lot better unit than it was last year, I just think the offense still has too many weapons. They still have Ben Johnson, who is going to be a wizard. If Jared Goff can go out there and produce similarly to what he did last year, I think they'll have another top 5 offense in the league. When you look at the pieces they added, getting Jameson Williams back in week 7 will be great. Adding a Sam Laporta, adding a Jahmyr Gibbs, getting a David Montgomery, hopefully having a healthy offensive line for the full year. I just don't see it happening.
There ain't no way in Sam hell. I love Aaron Glenn. I think Aaron Glenn finally has some chess pieces to work with in that backfield, especially a second year of Aiden Hutchinson. I think Aleem McNeil, which we'll speak to specifically on in the next segment because Madden's fucking up, but Aleem McNeil is going to look good again this year. But the Detroit Lions offensive coordinator, Benjamin Franklin Johnson III, just fucking him.
Burn my crops.
Burn his crops. You saw it during Hard Knocks last season where, like, and granted, you know what I'm saying, AG was working with less. His rotten vegetables in his salad is the term Spinny uses. Fucking excellent term, by the way.
Thank you.
But Ben Johnson was working him in practice, and they were at odds. You know what I'm saying? Like, AG hit the podium was like, listen, he was pissed off about it. Openly about it in Hard Knocks too. Like, I fucking not even talking, not even saying hello to Ben Johnson in practice. That's a competitive edge with them. But, like, that's just, like, love AG. But Ben's him.
Yeah, he is him.
It's just, it's not an offense that included Jameson Williams. It's not an offense that included, I guess, Swift is nice when healthy, but yeah.
When was he healthy? But it's also,
be nice.
You've got more weapons than you did last year.
Weapons.
Multiple weapons. On top of,
Yeah,
like I
you're
said,
right.
hopefully Vaitai, hopefully he can stay healthy. He's ready to go. That will be an improvement from what they had last year. Whether it be Sam Martin or Dan Skipper or whoever was playing right guard last year, like having Vaitai back will be better. Jared Goff, another year in the offensive system, another year of confidence. I expect him to have a better year than he did last year. Maybe more interceptions, but more yards and more touchdowns as well. And like I said, now they don't have a Brock Wright or Shane Zylstra. No offense to those guys, but like Sam Laporta looks like he's going to be a legitimate weapon. Jameer Gibbs looks like he's going to be, at the very least, what DeAndre Swift was. And David Montgomery is an upgrade from Jamal Williams. And on top of that, the receiving core got better. You lost DJ Chark, but the depth of it got better. When Jamal Williams comes back, or Jameson Williams comes back, you have Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams, Marvin Jones. You have still Josh Reynolds, Khalif Raymond, Tom Kennedy, but who knows what Chase Cota or Antoine Green can become. Those guys both have a lot of promise, so I think it's still going to be the offense. So like I said, I still think they're going to have a top 5 offense in the league this year, so it'll be hard for the defense to match that. If they do, they're a fucking Super Bowl contender.
Yeah, absolutely. I expect the defense to take a step up, and that's something I probably should have brought up in my discussions last night with our guys, like how long till a secondary can mesh together, you know what I'm saying, and start to see results. I think you saw a quick turnaround over there in Philly, though, with that. But they also had an amazing front 4.
Front, like 10.
Yeah.
They're deep.
Well, no, because Slade's been in there James
Slade's
Bradbury
been there
was
for
first.
a little while.
Yeah, but else
Chauncey
actually was there.
Gardner-Johnson.
Oh, he was new, too, you're right.
James Bradbury, they had some new pieces back there. Mike Epps.
Would it be fair to weigh out like what the Detroit Lions got going on to like that?
I mean, I think that's what they're building towards, hopefully. You know, obviously we still...
Helps that CJGJ was part of that.
The interior defensive line is still a question mark.
Yeah.
We don't know what that's going to be. The linebacking core is still a question mark. Who's going to step up there? We know we have some... We know Anzalone and Malcolm Rodriguez are nice pieces, but we don't have a guy who's like, all right, that's our stud linebacker. And
I don't know if they really had one either.
Hopefully that's what Jack Campbell is going to be. But I still think there's some question marks on the defense. But I expect them to be top 15. Yeah. But like I said, the offense is going to be so good. It's going to be a tough ask for them to follow suit.
Do you think there's a timeline on the success of the secondary? Or do you think they're going to hit the ground running?
I think they're going to hit the ground running. I do. I think with the leadership back there, with guys like Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, Cam Sutton, Tracy Walker, the communication is going to be a lot better than it was last year. You have Kirby Joseph coming into another year of his own. Like this is going to be his 3rd year playing the position, so it's only going to get better from there. On the outside, the other battle you have with cornerback 2, who's it going to be? Is it going to be Emmanuel Mosley? Is it going to be Jerry Jacobs? Is it going to be somebody else? But I expect them to kind of be in stride because they've been there before. They've done that before. Most of those guys have been a part of pretty damn good, if not great, defenses. In Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, Cam Sutton, even Tracy Walker, when in his early years in Detroit, they had a pretty damn good defense. So I think they'll be pretty good and set to go at the beginning because of the chemistry and the leadership they have back there. It should make the communication and stuff like that a lot better than what we saw last year.
Yeah, I have no problem investing in that stock because, one, you're looking at Cam Sutton. Who's the defender on Pittsburgh that said he's the smartest player he played with, or one of the smartest players he played with?
Cam Hayward.
Cam Hayward, who's played with the Pittsburgh Steelers defense for like one of the longest standing Pittsburgh Steelers defense men ever. Played Cam Sutton, said he was one of the smartest players he ever played with. I would say DJ's had a knack for just the ball in general. He did so in New Orleans under AG, and he did so again in Philly. Those are 2 smart-mindeds. On top of like their attention on 10 because of the week 1 matchup. And even if that week 1 matchup goes bad, it's almost, I don't want to say it's a blessing because of course you want to win that game, but like you learn together. You're learning together against like the elite of the league in Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid and their air raid offense. And not even so, guys. Isaiah Pacheco's arrived too. Hopefully, maybe Jack Campbell does start week 1. He might have to fucking stop that guy.
I think he's going to.
But I'm buying into that one. I think so, yeah. Between the smarts and the attention on 10 for week 1.
Chris?
My question is, so we all know that Ben Johnson is arguably one of the best offensive coordinators, if not the best. Given the ingredients that Aaron Glenn now has, what in the defensive rankings would this team have to fall for you to entertain that conversation, or is that even possible?
Which conversation?
The conversation of who's the more valuable coordinator, or who's the better coordinator.
It's Ben Johnson.
It's Ben Johnson.
I know it is, but if this team, if Aaron Glenn brings this team to a top 10 or a top 7, top 5, wherever you want to go with the defense, do you start to entertain that conversation?
Flannel Sam, master for stats, has an interesting stat that he brought up, I believe, every day almost, but it's like, I think 9 of the top 10 offenses were all in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
The only one that wasn't was the Detroit Lions. I could be quoting that one wrong. You hear it more often than I do. I think that automatically values the offensive coordinator over a defensive coordinator in terms of like
just how the league is.
Value. Right. Yeah, it's just how the league weighs. I'm not discounting what AG can do. I think AG proved a lot to everybody last year. We turned that defense around in the second half. Like only 2 returning starters was Lee McNeil and Alex Anzalone. Everybody else is also, besides like returning guys, just the guys you're working with were fucking, they're young.
Yeah.
The youngest roster in the entire league last year. For him to flip that switch as quick as he did with complicated schemes, I mean, he had to dumb it down a little bit halfway through the season, but for him to be able to flip the switch and keep them bought in, with Dan Campbell part of that too, but like I think that speaks to what he is as a defensive coordinator. He was working with not a lot last year, able to flip that up. I mean, give him the piece he has now. I think I fully expect the Detroit Lions defense. I think we discussed it here too, like top 15 at very minimum.
At the very minimum.
It's just how long is it going to take for that secondary to click? God damn it, Spinny. I wanted to be a realist about it. Like, yeah, maybe it's going to take some time, but like,
I just think the leadership's there, man. You've got guys that have been a part of multiple systems, guys that know what they're doing, the guys that have played in this league for a long time. You have Chauncey Gardner-Johnson coming back, who's already been in the Aaron Glenn system. So he knows what's asked of him. He knows what he needs to do. And with that kind of communication, it'll definitely help. Like, that's what we saw last year was a lack in communication, a lack in leadership in that secondary. And now you've got 3 guys that are all leaders in Tracy Walker, Cam Sutton, and Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. So I think it's not going to take as long as a lot of people think.
Smart guys, leaders. Again, CJ DJ joined the defense for a brand new defense last year, excelled, led the league in interceptions. Cameron Sutton, you heard the things about him about being smart. He played multiple positions, safety at times too. I think that's forgotten about him and what he brings. Dat Boy Roy 2.0 says, easy. You put money on the fact Campbell not starting, and now you think he is. Not that I think he is. I just heard through the grapevine that I feel like he doesn't bring the oomph. I've been called out by guys who play with Dan or Jack Campbell. Says no, he brings it. So he's one of the hardest hitting linebackers, and that's why I only bring that up against Isaiah Pacheco because he brings it too.
Yeah. So it's Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
Yeah, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
He put Isaiah Pacheco down.
He's still fucking dog. Play the rest of that game.
Yeah.
Albeit the Super Bowl. Maybe we do get slammed because I do want to ask about the Super Bowl. I do want to ask about the
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Yeah.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Yeah, you know what? Let's get Slay.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll text him tonight. He did say though Devontae Adams. Did I say that on there already?
Yeah.
Devontae Adams over Justin Jefferson.
Fuck yeah, he did. Slay knows ball.
Dude does know ball. He's the one that had to convince me with the Tom Brady stuff. It sounds silly to say, but he just made the right play, time in, time out.
Yeah.
That's harder to coach against and play against than a guy who could just do whatever.
Smartest guy in the field at all times.
There's just no matter what the play, there's always like somewhere to go. And Tom Brady knew it, did it, executed it, and that's part of the reason he has 7 fucking rings. Learned it on one of the best too. But I gotta tell you guys about Swiss Insurance. Swiss Insurance is the best place to go. Because now that summer's here, it's important to make sure you are properly covered. Whether it's a grad party, just a group of people over enjoy the lake or pool, your liability exposure increases significantly in summertime. Let Swiss Insurance Group review your coverage and make sure you are protected from unexpected loss. Check us out at SwissINS.com or call Mark today at 248-800-4177. It's Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man-meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Your childhood may be over, but Playtime is not. Outdoor Equipment Company is your source for outdoor power equipment, sales, service, and parts, carrying top brands such as Bad Boy, LS Tractor, Steel, and more. servicing the Great Lakes region with locations in Metro Detroit and Greater Lansing. For more information, visit us at OutdoorEquipmentCo.com. Outdoor Equipment Co., your power equipment playground.
What up, though? Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy. That's at Speakeasy Sports _ at Spin More Racks, at Spin More Racks, at The Real Chris Platte, and at JB up next, a.k.a. Jay Bussy.
Jay Bussy.
Last segment, I teased a tidbit about Lee McNeil. Upset. Not with him, but with Madden. I ain't get to see this one, Spinny. I'm going to take this one away.
So, obviously, the defensive line ranks came out today in Madden. Aiden Hutchinson was the highest ranked player on the Lions defensive line. He was an 81, which was 50th.
Hold on. Aiden Hutchinson was only 81.
He was an 81, which is about 50th among edges in the NFL, which is pretty wild, right? That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Like 50th, I'm not saying he should be top 10 or anything like that just yet, but top 20 probably, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to see what he was his rookie year, 77. So it's only
4 points better than what you expected. But the rest of the Lions' defensive line rankings came out as well, and none of them were pretty.
Yeah,
Chris, can you throw that up?
Yep.
So here we go. Romeo Okwara, 74. Oof. Charles Harris, 71. James Houston, 71. Kaminsky, 70. Josh Pascal, 69. Nice. That's tough, man.
Where's Jack Campbell? No Jack Campbell?
I don't see Jack Campbell.
I'm doing some kind of big.
Jalen Reeves may have been 66, so Jack Campbell better be higher than that. But yeah, that's pretty ugly. And then we got the defensive tackles as well, correct? Ali McNeil is 72.
How?
Levi Ozarike is 71.
Jesus Christ.
Isaiah Buggs is 68.
When Martin, who hasn't even played yet, is a 67.
Yeah, I really need to see Ronnie Madden. Like, I got something to ask Ronnie Madden for sure. That's a little ridiculous, no?
I heard he goes by Low E.
Low E, yeah, I'm gonna find him and I'm gonna beat him. But yeah, that's tough, man. That's tough. David Baxter says, "Oh yeah, Hutch is a top 15 edge." Like 81 is pretty. James Houston was what, at 71?
James Houston?
Yeah.
Yeah.
71. The guy who had more sacks than games played is the same rank as Levi Ozarike.
I don't like.
Now, could I maybe give Madden a little bit of bail here?
Yeah.
And as a 2K player, we all know there's like those 73 overall guys that are just absolute cheese. Like these guys, like James Houston at 71, still might be a cheat code in the game.
No, there's no way.
I don't. The disrespect on.
It's disrespectful.
Who is the most? I feel like Aleem's the most disrespectful.
Aleem's the most disrespectful for sure.
Okay.
72.
What is Hutch at?
Hutch is at 81.
Here's the other part too. Is like, you've got hasn't participated due to injury.
Yes.
Who had a rookie year with 2 sacks? I think. Aleem McNeil. I don't even know what he finished with last year statistically. Only 1 sack.
I'll look it up. Keep talking.
I think he provided something for you in the run defense category. You saw that in the back half of the season. Now you're looking at run defense term of total yards. Detroit Lions, they weren't the smoothest in that, but run defense against running backs, I think we went over the numbers 2 weeks ago. 4th best in the league in the back half of the season. Like Aleem McNeil shut down Saquon Barkley, who was arguably, I'm sure, is probably the top rated amongst the top 5 rated running backs in the game.
Yeah.
It's Madden. I don't want to invest too many tears into it, but they got it wrong.
They did get it wrong.
This year more than any other year, they got it wrong.
They disrespected the whole team, really.
I mean, to put a fucking Levi Ozarike as a 71, and the guy who participated last year and showed out in the second half of the season, outside of the Panthers game, as a 1 point higher than the guy who hasn't seen the field since his rookie year, and limited action his rookie year too. That makes zero fucking sense.
DNC ENT said Frank Ragnow was an 88.
Frank Ragnow's an 88?
Yeah. He should be a 90.
Disrespectful too.
He should be a
top
90.
3 center of the game.
Yeah, he should be a 90.
Something.
Penay is an 85.
Penay's an 85?
He's an 87.
David Montgomery's 84. You guys want to guess what the overall rating is as a team? is
82.
nope,
79.
nope,
Higher or lower?
lower.
Lower than
fuck?
79?
Yep,
The team rating
team
is
overall.
lower than 79.
Yep,
76.
nope,
77.
nope.
Lower?
Lower?
It is lower.
74.
Nope,
Dog, no
Get
way.
the fuck out of here.
72?
it is 72.
Is that wild? That's wild, right?
I'm
That's
not-
just fucking stupid. That's not wild. That's just fucking stupid.
Yeah, I'm not playing Madden this year.
Fucking Ronnie
I didn't
Madden.
even play it last year, if I'm being honest with you.
Ronnie Madden, let me find where you live. I'm going to come to your house. I'm going to slap you around a little bit, and then I'm going to bang your wife. Because 72? You're serious, right?
I'm dead serious. This is from MaddenRatings.com.
This is Madden 24.
Madden 24.
A 72? 74? What was it?
72.
I looked it up. Their headquarters, I thought it had to be in Chicago based off this rating, but it's in New York.
They're the fourth favorites to win the entire division.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, not the division. I'm sorry. The fucking conference.
What
What are the Bears? Can you tell me what the Bears are?
I'm
Yeah,
looking.
give me a second.
Please. Oh, I don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to fucking hear it.
They're going to be like,
You're not gonna be-
be
you're
pissed
not
off,
gonna be
dude. I don't
happy.
want to fucking hear
They're
that shit.
75?
No, higher.
What?
What? Are you fucking kidding me?
I am not.
78.
The Bears are a higher ranked team.
Higher? Higher than 78?
They are 80.
What the fuck? This is Madden 24. This is Madden 24, the newest Madden coming out.
Yes.
The Bears are ranked higher than the Detroit Lions.
Yes.
The Bears are an 80.
An 80.
The team that had the number 1 overall pick is a fucking 80.
And the team that missed the playoffs because Baker Mayfield threw an interception. Is it 72?
What are the Packers?
Let me see.
I'm sorry. I'm not mad at you, JB.
No, I am mad at you, JB. No.
Hey,
What the fuck, JB? Why'd you let Madden do this?
this can't be right.
There's no. Come on, JB. Don't.
Well, they're higher
don't
than the
do this to
Bears.
me.
I'll say that.
The Packers are higher than the Bears?
Yes.
The Detroit Lions went 3-1 in the division last year. The Detroit Lions blew out every single team in those victories outside of the Chicago game. And the obvious loss of the Vikings, which they got blessed with. JB, this is Madden 24.
Yeah.
Madden 24
I'm
rating.
looking at it right now.
The Bears are a fucking 80.
The Lions are 72 overall.
Green Bay Packers are an 88.
What?
That's Super Bowl contender.
An 88?
88 overall.
Wait. Who's 88?
The Packers.
The Packers.
The Bears are an 80 overall.
How in the fuck does this make sense?
What are the Vikings?
I'm about to.
I know, about to look too.
They better
The Vikings are an 81.
81, yeah.
That makes no sense.
I don't have words.
What's a team we should be better than?
The Bears.
Okay,
All
The
of them.
Bears.
yeah,
All
yeah,
of them.
that's fair. But like another team,
Like
let's see what the Texans are.
The Lions are a 72
Bro.
with the top 3 offensive line.
Bro,
A running back that's consistently finished the season in every statistical category in the top 15.
What do you think the Texans are?
I don't want to
get
know,
outta
bro.
here.
I don't want to fucking know.
The Texans are a 71.
We're slightly better than the Texans.
What are the Browns?
This
No, the
gotta
Browns
be
are good. The Browns will be high.
This is compiled by like player ratings where they just got all the fucking ratings wrong.
What do you think
This is
Right hand up. Who are we? The Commanders.
Denzel Perryman. Is he?
What do you think the Commanders are? Easy.
No.
What do you think the Commanders are?
Hold
A
on.
team the Lions beat last year.
What was Hutchin? 81.
81.
Okay, thank God. What do I think the Commanders are?
Yeah.
They're an 81.
They're 78. I gotta look up edge rushers over
I
there.
don't have words for this shit right now.
I want to
bro.
see who's.
I don't even want to fucking talk about this anymore. What the fuck is this shit?
Bro.
I last year's Commanders.
Josh Uche
Yes.
is the same rating as Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah, I saw that. Chandler Jones is only an 82.
TJ Edwards is higher rated.
Yeah, but he's
Montez
outside line.
Sweat. Alex Highsmith.
Who?
Alex Highsmith is an 82.
Who is that?
John Franklin Myers is an 83.
How the fuck are the Lions at 72 and the Bears are fucking 80? They had the #1 pick in the fucking draft.
I don't understand.
Someone say something. How is this happening?
I don't know, bro. I don't fucking know, man.
They had the top 3 offensive line.
The Panthers are a 79.
Jesus fucking Christ, bro.
This is fucking wild. Like, this has to be a troll job, right?
This isn't real. Am I the cousin here?
No, this is fucking ridiculous.
Chris, am I biased? Am I being a fucking...
No, you can't look at all of these teams that the Lions beat and outperformed and say those teams are better, especially when you match up their acquisitions. What the fuck is going on? Are the Bears better because they signed 2 linebackers? Like, is that what we're doing here? Are linebackers carrying the Bears rating? Because what else is carrying the Bears rating? Like, this shit doesn't make any sense.
I'm assuming.
I'm gonna look up if there's a Rodney 2K for Madden.
All right, this has to be a troll job because I just looked up the Bucks right now.
No,
JB, no.
I just looked up the Bucks.
Don't tell me they're higher than 72.
They are way higher than 72.
Oh God,
the Bears are an 80, right?
Yeah.
How? Jesus, mother of Mary, how? Baker Mayfield's the starting linebacker. I'm going to the Bears ratings right now. Hold on. We them boys.
Where's
Who do you think the Bears' highest ranked player is?
Justin Fields?
No.
Eddie Jackson?
Nope. You love Eddie Jackson.
I mean, he's ranked higher than CJG.
2 good years.
Madden thinks he's better than Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, so...
It's DJ Moore.
Okay.
And it's with an 86. Which even on a Madden level is lower than Amon-Ra's 87.
Yeah.
All right. The second highest ranking player, you're close. Eddie Jackson, 85.
No, Tremaine Edmonds is their highest ranked player. He's an 87.
Oh, it's not showing me him. He should be the highest ranked player. Why is mine different from yours? I got DJ Moore, Eddie Jackson. Oh, they don't have Tremaine Edmonds on here.
Yeah, MaddenRatings.com says Tremaine Edmonds is the highest.
Oh, I'm on EA. Yeah, I'm on EA.
There has to be a face that needs to be accountable for this.
And I want him on the show. I mean, it's a team. I meant the team. This is like way back when the Lions sucked.
Jareer Alexander, 95. David Bakhtiari, 92. Aaron Jones, 90. Rashawn Gary, 88.
Hold on. Was it MaddenRankings.com?
Yeah.
I'm assuming no quarterbacks are there yet.
This is wild, bro. This is wild.
Chicago Bears. So, all right, how can we confirm Madden Ratings knows what they're talking about?
It's the Madden website.
Is it? I think it's just Madden Ratings. I don't know if it's an actual Madden website.
It's their whole database.
They have 2 TJ Edwards. Maybe that's why they're fucking ranking higher than the Detroit Lions. One's 83, one's 82. Jalen Johnson's an 82. Jesus Christ. They had the worst secondary in the league last year.
I don't understand this.
Said this website is all about anything and everything in Madden ratings. Updated regularly.
Darnell Mooney's 81.
Any questions.
I'm not mad at that. I'm kind of mad at Robert Tonyan being a 79. What the fuck has he done in 4 years?
Guess what Aiden Hutchinson is listed as?
What?
Smaller speed rusher.
He's 6'6". Cole Kmet's a 78. Nate Davis 77. Khalil Herbert 77. Chase Claypool somehow is a 76.
Jonah Jackson is just as agile.
I don't understand. So hold on. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 80s for the Bears. Let's go Lions.
The Lions have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I did some research.
They have 7 80s and 2 79s. Jared Goff's a 79.
I mean,
that's kind of disrespectful too.
I mean,
off of what he did last year.
He's gonna be 80. All right, we'll give him a point. He's an 80. Fucking.
So I did some research, and this is apparently the Rodney 2K of Madden.
Who is this? This guy?
What's his name?
This guy. His name is Kralo.
Oh, I'm gonna Adam rank this guy.
On Twitter.
Kratom?
Krallo. Krallo.
All right, hold on. I don't even. I'm just trying to make sense of this because I'm going by because I'm thinking maybe it's like the rankings, right?
This is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my entire life.
So the Lions first 69's at 37 in terms of player rankings. I'm going to the Bears. Their first 69, 38.
The Eagles got to be a 98 overall, right? What? Okay, yeah, this has to be fake.
What are the Eagles?
79.
All right, we're done.
There's no way.
We're done. Madden's done.
There's literally no
more
way.
Madden on this show. No more Madden.
The Eagles are 79. And where are the Dolphins?
Is this Madden prep here? We're done. Tell us about Lady
The
James.
Dolphins are 75.
Tell us about Lady
There's
James.
no
This
way.
is
That
not
has to be
real.
fake, right?
Yeah, these are fake. This website is speculated, probably putting these ratings. Jared Goff isn't released on EA, so how would they know? Tell us about Lady James. Where you can get your haircut now.
Lady Jane's. Walk into any Lady Jane's for an award-winning haircut experience and automatically enter for your chance to win not one, but 2 vehicles of your choice, courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. That's right, not one, but 2 cars. One for you, one for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Walk into Lady Jane's, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
We are the network for Detroit by Detroiters. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network.
The sports marketing agency would not be who we are without great community partners like Higuera Health and Carol Zaniga.
It's an awesome opportunity to partner with your organization. Higuera Health is a comprehensive behavioral health organization. We serve children through older adults with mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities across Western Wayne counties, and really excited to now be in downriver communities as well. Give us a call at 734-458-4601.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Welcome back. That really pissed me off. Not in a way I'm going to continue to bitch about it, but just kind of just frustrated. I don't even know why. This shit just doesn't make sense. And whatever.
There's no way it's real.
They're going to see the field, and things will shape up.
There's literally no way.
That's all. I'm going to leave it at. Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights Live on WoodwardSports.com. I'm your boy Eazy. It's at SpeakeasySports_. I'm with my guy Spinmore Rex, at Spinmore Rex.
What up, though?
The real Chris Platte in the TD booth, and JB Smooth, the 1s and 2s. I don't even want to do this segment because it's just a foul fucking taste in my mouth about the Chicago Bears, but that's every day of my life. Justin Fields.
Oh, man.
I teased it as there was a top 5 all-time quarterback rushing list that came out, and Justin Fields was 5th. Do you know who made that list?
Adam Rank.
Justin Fields.
Oh.
Showed up. First, let's just go with the list. I want a few lists. This is from Dove Kleiman. Shout out. This is great Twitter for all for NFL fans. Justin Fields says, I'm definitely top 5 all-time rushing quarterback. Fields then listed the rest of the top 5 best rushing quarterbacks in no order. So keep that in mind. No order. This is names. Michael Vick, Cam Newton, Lamar Jackson, Steve Young. The 5th name being
Justin Fields.
Can I tell you something?
Take the stage, Eazy.
Last year, this man was 5th in rushing yards. I seen this man do despicable, disgusting things against my beloved Detroit Lions. Another reason I hate the Chicago Bears. In both games, they won. But in both games, ran for 60, 70-plus yard runs.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I hate the Chicago Bears, as much as I think Justin Fields won't be a MVP caliber quarterback, I think you can consider him a top 5 rushing quarterback of all time.
Already.
Based off what I seen last year.
Bobby Lane has more rushing yards than him. Just saying.
In a season?
Yep. No, in his career.
Oh, in his career?
Yeah.
I mean, but when all said and done,
what about
albeit him staying healthy, Justin Fields.
Randall Cunningham and Russell Wilson? Randall Cunningham and Russell Wilson have more than Lamar or Steve Young.
All time?
All time. Career yards. Rushing yards. Russell Wilson has more than Steve Young and Lamar Jackson.
Wow.
Randall Cunningham has more than Steve Young and Lamar Jackson.
Now, Russell Wilson one of the better mobile quarterbacks in his prime for sure. Dude used to turn chicken shit into chicken soup all the time.
Yeah.
Steve Young has Super Bowl rings, one or plural?
Plural.
Russell Wilson has one. Maybe that gives him the nod. I'm not sure there. Are you putting? Who's your top 5? No order, no pressure.
Cam Newton, Lamar Jackson, Mike Vick. Mike Vick's number 1.
Yeah.
Colin Kaepernick was nasty.
I was
Young
going to
has
throw his
3
name
on
out there.
things.
Colin Kaepernick was nasty.
But if Cap's in the 5, you gotta put Justin Fields there.
No, I'll put Randall Cunningham.
Cap had what, 3-4 years?
I'll put Randall Cunningham and Russell Wilson.
Top 5?
Yeah.
Randall
Russell
Cunningham.
Wilson's got 5,000 yards.
So, all right. Thanks for the newly noted information. I will include Russell Wilson in my top 5. Maybe not.
Lamar,
Because I think
Steve Young, Cam Newton, Michael Vick.
You know what? Let me do this. All-time rushing stats for quarterbacks.
I got it right here. What do you want to know?
Attempts.
Who?
Wilson.
Wilson has 901 attempts.
And then, who do we say he was better than?
Steve Young. Steve Young has 722 attempts.
Wilson has how many more time? One.
Yeah, 180.
It's okay. So he's got him beat in attempts.
Yeah, and he's got him beat by yards by
That's gonna say
700.
By 700?
Yeah.
No.
Steve Young has 4,200 yards. Russell Wilson is 49.
Damn. I was
49-66.
like Russell Wilson's 200 yards. I mean, that would make kind
Randall
of sense.
Cunningham. Randall Cunningham's top 5. He's got 4,928 yards on 775 attempts. 6.4 yards per carry.
Are we going off of skill or like results from this as well? Like the winning games have to be on the resume.
Well, if it's winning games, it has to be on the resume. Justin Fields damn sure ain't there.
So if I'm going off skill, kind of a similar situation that Amon St. Brown, where it's like he hasn't done it yet, but projects to be there. Justin Fields projects to be top 5.
Yeah, my top 5 in order.
Skill.
My top 5 in order.
Yeah, you in order. Ballsy.
Michael Vick.
Lamar. Don't do it. Don't.
Cam.
Over Lamar?
Yeah. Cam, Lamar, Randall Cunningham, Steve Young.
No, dude.
No,
Lamar.
Randall Cunningham, Russell Wilson.
Lamar's second. Attempts, Cam Newton.
Yeah.
1,118. Right?
Yeah.
He's got...
Lamar averages a yard more per carry.
Yeah, and Cam Newton's got 1,200 more yards, but also
yeah.
over 300 more carries, 400 more carries. Pound for pound. Cam's also got 148 games played to Lamar's 70. Lamar's number 2 on this list.
I'm putting Cam there.
Lamar's arguably... Well, no, Mike Vick's number 1.
Mike Vick's number 1 for sure.
Without a doubt. Lamar is number 2. There's no question about it.
I'm putting Cam there.
Wow, bro.
Because it's just how he ran, man.
You're just a fan of the way he ran.
Yeah.
That's fair. Whatever. I'm going off like pound for pound, just fucking like...
Lamar's elusive. Cam would fucking knock your ass on the ground. Cam Newton is the best college football player I've ever seen. Like his 1 year at Auburn, he was a fucking nightmare.
You're right. I ain't disagreeing with that at all.
Yeah.
Cam Newton was a fucking dog.
Darren McFadden's up there too, though. He was a freak.
Look at Aaron Rodgers running out the top 10.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Josh Allen's up there too.
What? I just don't know. All right, here's the thing.
Josh Allen might be better than Justin Fields.
Nah.
Because he can throw the ball, so he doesn't have to run it every single time.
That's what I'm saying.
Justin Fields has to run it every time.
But is this list off like just pure running or like just quarterback? A quarterback that can run? Because Josh Allen's probably amongst the top 5 in that situation. Well, what do you say, Chris?
It's definitely against the. It's definitely just only considering the rushing component of it.
Jim Harbaugh's up there.
Because like then you open up the door to like Patrick Mahomes can run, like he's mobile, and then it's like
no, you're not putting Patrick Mahomes on this list.
Exactly. But if you want to like make it more, that's why you stick
Patrick
to just
Mahomes.
rushing.
I don't even think is on this list. No, he's not.
Yeah, because
Blake Bortles has more rushing yards than Patrick Mahomes.
Linked up too.
Daniel Jones has more rushing yards than Patrick Mahomes. You know who would have been on this list?
Who?
Me.
Robert Griffin III.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
That's who Justin Fields is. He's modern day RG3.
No.
Bro, his RG3 season was
what
nasty.
Justin Fields did last year as a running quarterback and the plays that he made, if you watched it, even against the Detroit Lions especially, RG3 was not touching that. RG3 had the designed runs. Justin Fields is back like, oh, I can't actually throw the ball, so I'm going to fucking run. Like, if he develops enough skill, and then maybe he has this, and maybe I'm being disrespectful of his passing skill set, but like, if he's granted a couple more years as a starting quarterback, hands down will be a top 5 rushing quarterback of all time. The shit we've seen in the away game.
If he can keep doing that.
How many times were you scared shitless back there? Just feels shaking off.
He's not going to be able to keep that up. He's not going to be able to keep up what he did last year. You can't do that
in offensive lines. They get another first round pick.
You can't do that as a quarterback and stay in the league for more than 5 years. It's not going to fucking happen.
Shit, bro.
It's not going to happen. It has never worked. It will never work.
So no Lamar.
Quarterbacks already take so many hits when they're standing in the pocket that ones who are that much of a runner or, put that much of their game as running, it doesn't work out normally.
Also, most quarterbacks aren't 6'4", 270 pounds.
I mean, a lot of them are. Not 270, but a lot of them are 6'4".
I don't know if he's 270. I kind of just said
he's definitely not 270.
Look up how much he weighs.
I would say 235.
Before we go to break, 245. We go. Before we go to break up, Michael Vick, Lamar Jackson.
He's 227. 270. Dude, 6'4", 270 would be a fucking unit.
That's Cam.
That's Cam, yeah.
Mike Vick, Lamar Jackson, Cam Newton.
Dude, you got to put Randall Cunningham in there.
All right. To be fair, I didn't really watch him play, but I'll put Randall Cunningham at number 5. Trajectory-wise, I'm cool with putting Justin Fields there.
Yeah, trajectory, but not right now. He said right now I'm a top 5. Like, no, you're not. You played 1 year.
If the Lord and his brain bless him to start 80 more games, he'll be there. But I got to tell you guys about Randy Wise Automotive Team Celebrity Golf Tour, where you can golf the likes of Jim Harbaugh and, more importantly, Tim. The only way to do so is stop by any Randy Wise Automotive Team location to join their Celebrity Golf Tour. Stay tuned to more Woodward Sports content. We'll be right back.
The only sports network in Detroit that starts with a W. Because we win. Woodward Sports, Detroit's winning sports network.
Since the dawn of moving people, Chevrolet has led the way. The world of transportation is changing. At Feldman Chevrolet, we are leading the charge forward. With every electric vehicle, every mile traveled, one Feldman at a time. The company that puts more Chevys on Michigan roads is now the #1 name for Chevy electric vehicles.
You have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper. Tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
Welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights. I'm your boy Speakeasy Sports _ at SpinMoreX, at the Real Clips Patty, at JB up next. Like button, 5-star review. Can I be open and candid with you? I love that shirt on you. I'm just kidding.
I hope so.
Actually, that shirt is fucking hard as fuck.
Thank you.
That shirt is dope. Where do you get those?
I got this one from Hot Topic.
That's
Dude,
awesome.
Hot Topic's got good shirts, man.
Hot Topic has got good shirts. They got heavyweight shirts or what?
Yeah. This one's 2X.
Okay. Lamar Jackson, we talked about him before. I don't know if he's gonna be. I don't know if the Ravens are gonna be as good as everybody's thinking this year, because the new offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Like you brought up Colin Kaepernick in the last segment as like one of the top, rushing quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Well, offensive coordinator Greg Roman. You know what I'm saying? Like he's great at developing offenses surrounded like running quarterbacks. They have a new guy who was JB. Can look it up. The offensive coordinator for the Ravens. He was the offensive coordinator of the Georgia Bulldogs, which is known for what?
Running the ball.
Yeah, and their defense.
I mean, they got Gus Edwards, J.K. Dobbins. Like,
well, I'm talking about like the quarterback position. Like,
oh yeah.
I don't know. I guess maybe look at him, you see that he blessed
Todd Moneke.
Stetson Bennett.
Tom Moneke. Yeah, Stetson Bennett. You made him. I don't fucking know what you call him. He's it too. But I don't know that this guy is up for the challenge for Lamar Jackson. Like, I think like the goal here is to make him more of a passing quarterback, and I think it's just in his DNA to do what he does and run the ball.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of like I'm talking about the devaluation of the running backs. Lamar's already missing games and shit like that with injury. But that's my hot take. This is our bullshit segment. It was just on my mind.
And on top of that, we saw the whole Lamar trade request scenario thing go a little like teams weren't reaching out, and it's like, why the fuck aren't you? This guy's really good. Yeah. So speaking more to the devaluing of anybody that's a rusher.
Yeah, like outside of like, first of all, the Falcons. Like if you want to sell to your fan base, you're trying to compete, and you just didn't try to make the move for Lamar Jackson, there's collusion, or fuck you if I'm an Atlanta Falcons fan. Like I'm hopping on board with fucking the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at that point. But the other thing too, and I think it's only because Dan Snyder's an absolute piece of shit, but like Chocolate City, Washington Commanders, you go into fucking battle with Sam Howell next year. They should have grabbed him too. You kind of had a ready-made team more than Atlanta did. Like the Commanders are low-key nice. They've just kind of been missing a quarterback consistently now. Terry McLaurin's been a dog. They added Josh, what's his name too? Right, I like Brian Robinson a lot as well. Who's the receiver I'm trying to think they had last year?
Who?
Dobbs? Or Jacob? Or no, I think the running back. The Commanders.
Yeah.
They had somebody I actually like him.
John Dotson.
Yeah. I like him.
Curtis Samuel.
Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin's a dog. Brian Robinson, mark my words, statistically will probably end up as a top 15 running back next year. If you look at the short time he played last year.
He was a dog.
Like when I put that out on Twitter, people attacking me. Look at the fucking numbers. Look what he did in the short time he had. Same thing with Dameon Pierce. If Dameon Pierce didn't get hurt, he's rushing 4,000 yards his rookie year too. By the way, their team has upgraded as well. I don't even know what I'm talking about now. We're just fucking rambling.
Yeah.
Ramble on. He's looking at Chris.
What do you think the Bears' actual rating is going to be? Because there's no way it's
76.
80.
Right?
Yeah.
So then what's the Lions?
80. 82.
I was going to say higher than 80.
They should be higher than that.
Say 9.
They should be an 85.
I mean, they're just, look how disrespectful they've been being.
85, 86.
84.
Like, Frank Ragnar should be a 90.
Frank Ragnar should be a 90.
Like, the Pro Bowl season he put up last year was on one fucking foot, for Christ's sake.
Three-toe Frank.
I'm just saying, if Madden wants to keep it consistent, Todd Huntley has to be rated the same as Jared Goff.
That's true.
I'm just saying, dude.
What do you think Tyler Huntley's ranking will be? He's a Pro Bowler.
79.
Can you look it up, JB, on the Madden
Quarterbacks aren't out yet, I don't think.
I'm going to go with 69 or 73.
Nice.
Jared Goff's 79.
It's probably going to be higher. I think those are last year's.
Yeah.
Like the quarterbacks and the team rankings.
And they're just not updated?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says 24.
Yeah. It says updated like regularly, but like again, like the ratings haven't officially been released.
Yeah.
So it's probably based off like speculation, like the numbers they're putting together. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if they're speculating the Lions are 72, they're fucking idiots.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, because you also look at the website too. Like, some of these guys are like doled out stars. Some of them are gold stars. I'm assuming those like confirmed guys or something. Like, I don't even want to discuss the whole Madden thing.
Yeah, it's over. But that'll do it for us today. We appreciate y'all tapping into the Woodward Heavyweights live on woodwardsports.com. Make sure you like and share the stream. If you're listening on audio platform, leave a 5-star review. For the man
like
by
button
left,
before you go.
The one only Speak Easy. Chris Platte in the booth. JB Smooth on the ones and twos. I am Spencer Exter. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.